every year, and we are fortunate that we could celebrate this program in our institution. So the whole program is to felicitate, to respect, to honor the entrepreneurs who are the economic bolster of a country or a region, and who manifest the young minds to be 7.01 of our generation, corporate generation. They are the ones who make us feel better and with their innovation. So, without delaying, let me call upon our VIPs on the dignitaries on the dais. So, may I call upon the chief guest of our function, Professor, Honorable Professor, and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University. Professor Chandbabu, registered Manipur University today. And I also call upon our respected Professor Nixon, Finance Officer. I also call upon our beloved Sir Shri Thangjam, Joykumar, Managing Director. Last but not the least, I call upon our beloved friend Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director. I also like to call upon our very adorable Director, Professor Prabhakar, Director. So now is the turn to welcome all our friends and the entrepreneurs. For this, may I call upon our respected Sir Professor Kumar to address the welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Kishore. Thank you, the organizing committee, for giving me this opportunity to deliver the welcome address. Today, we celebrate the performances, the contributions of the past entrepreneurs, the present entrepreneurs, and also, we also celebrate and we also expect the entrepreneurs for the imprints that they would lay down in the Indian entrepreneurial journey in the future time. For this celebration, to guide us, to encourage us, and also to support us, we welcome our Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor and Lokendra Singh, who, without whose consent, without whose support, without whose benevolent leadership, this program and the many programs and the many activities in the universities won't have seen light. Thank you. We welcome you, sir, and thank you for coming here. And we welcome Professor W. Chandbabu Singh, the Registrar of Manipur University, for taking active part. He is a person who has taken active part to initiate this program that we are witnessing today. Welcome to this program, and we welcome Professor Elangbam Nixon Singh, who is also the financial officer and who is also facilitated in expediting the conduct of this program. We welcome you here, and also we welcome Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, who has come here to share his experiences. I know him. I have watched his entrepreneurial journey for the last 30 years, right from the 1990s. So we welcome you to share your experiences and enrich our young mind, trigger our young mind with entrepreneurial ideas. We welcome Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, who has become, who we have seen here quite often. In the last few weeks, I have seen him for the 3-4 times. And we welcome you to motivate the young mind and to show that entrepreneur journey is also an option. We also welcome Professor Prabhakar. He is a person who has seen to it that this program is well implemented, and he has supported us heart and soul for the conduct of this program. We welcome you all, our friend, guide and philosophers on the dais, and also we welcome all our faculty members of MIMS and also faculty members from other departments. Besides, we have among us our faculty friends, our colleagues, Professor Yambem, Professor C.I.S. and we have Dr. Kumar, and also we have among us the university engineer, Mr. Thoiba, and we have Dr. Kishore, who is the coordinator of this program, Dr. Chetna, and Mr. Govind, Mr. Nelson, they're sitting right in the front here, and Dr. Hiras is also here. I think I have not mentioned it. All right. Okay. You all are welcome here. And we have among us 4 entrepreneurs. And I see another one here. Mr. Vikichan is also here. He was felicitated last year. He is associated with Food Wi-Fi, and he is coming here with his better half. It's really better. Okay. And we have here amongst the entrepreneurs, Miss Michelle. Miss Michelle is the daughter of our friend, Professor Irene. She is the founder of Michelle's Sweet Temptations. One thing striking about Michelle is that I was at Walzim in 2014, and I saw her doing a lot of exercise at that time. And I thought that she's a young girl in 2014 doing exercise and lifting weights and all that. But I was pleasantly surprised when she introduced herself as a daughter of Professor Irene, and she was talking about admission for her son in master's program. Right. So she is an example. You should continue doing exercises, you know. Not only good for health, but also makes you look younger. You are most welcome here. And Dr. Asim Sundari. Okay, she is associated with Green Biotech, and very important entrepreneur. You are most welcome. We will be listening to their journey in due course of time. And we have Mr. Raj Goenanthen. One thing unique about Mr. Raj Goenanthen is that he's associated with sports. He is producing, balls and arrows, and just now he was talking that he's going to enter into this badminton and the table tennis and all that. We wish you all the best, and we are eagerly waiting to hear your narration about your journey. And you're welcome. And besides that, we have Mr. Birbal. He is associated with the food industry, and many young friends were very happy when they heard that we're going to invite him, that he is associated with Tharet Food, who is doing very well. This is one organization which is doing very well. And amongst our students, also we have Mr. Singh. He's also an entrepreneur. Currently he is pursuing MBA course and he is doing very well. Please raise your hands, Mr. Singh. He's also an entrepreneur. But pursuing MBA course. Right? We have many people, many students would like to start their venture right after passing out their MBA course. They come to us, they seek ideas. So today is a good day for all of you. And we have here, you're most welcome, we have research scholars who are actively working so that the function is well conducted. And we have our students, MBA students, and we have our friends from Software Technology Park of India. We have faculty members from Manipur University. All of you are welcome. And I'd like to end with a note that you know that each one of us have entrepreneurial experiences. Each one of us have leadership experiences. According to Harvard professor, according to research, each one of us have leadership experiences. Each one of us have entrepreneurial experiences. We have this entrepreneurial quality in us, embedded in us. But entrepreneurship is more of a formalized, you need to establish an enterprise and you have to make it profitable. That is more of in terms of organization. But we all are endowed with this quality of entrepreneurship. That is there. The literatures are available. So you all have that entrepreneurial zeal in you, but you have to nourish it, nurture it, and it has to come out. And when it comes out, it will become a spirit that will be transformed into academic activities. I personally think that if Manipur had this critical level of entrepreneurial activities or entrepreneurial spirit, this turmoil that we are witnessing won't have lasted this long. The example is we have this Mumbai resilience after the last incident. But the next day, people were working because economic activity has to go on. Okay, so we don't understand the importance of economic activities, but Manipur was taking up, and we really wish that Manipur's economic activities, entrepreneurial activities, takes off in a grand manner, and I welcome you all, and with the wishes that wish you all the success in life and in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Continuing on the program, I would like to request the respected dignitaries on the dais to come out and formally inaugurate the session with a lighting ceremony. would like to request our respected Madam Memcha to come out on stage and felicitate our respected chief guest, Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University, with a token of love and appreciation from MIMS. Chandbabu, Registrar, Manipur University, with a token of love. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to request our respected sir, Professor C.H. to come out on stage and felicitate Professor Elangbam Nixon, Finance Officer, Manipur University. Our Sir, Professor to again felicitate the guest of honor, Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, Managing Director, Thangjam Agro Industries Private Limited. To come up on stage and felicitate another guest of honor, Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solutions Private Limited. To felicitate our respected Director, Professor Prabhakar, Director of MIMS, Manipur University. Next, I would like to request our respected Vice-Chancellor to come up on stage and felicitate our invited entrepreneurs. I would like to call Shri Raj Singh, Proprietor, Imphal Archery House. I would like to again request our Honorable Vice-Chancellor to felicitate Mr. Birbal Chingamam, founder, Current Foods Private Limited. Founder and Director of Green Biotech Eco Solutions Private Limited. Respected Sir Kishorjit to come up on stage and felicitate Singjamei. I would like to request our Sir Kishorjit to again felicitate Ajit, the founder of Singjamei 360 60.
Well, he may not be coming, yes. He cannot come.
Thank you, sir. Continuing our program, I would like to call upon Professor C.H. Ball to deliver the keynote address.
Respected dignitaries of the dais, Professor and Lokendra, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University, chief guest of today's function of the observance of World's Entrepreneurship Day, Agro Industries Private Limited, Shri Kumar, Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solutions Private Limited. President of today's function, Professor, invitees, entrepreneurs, Shri Joykumar, Thangjam, Madam Michelle Salam and Dr. Asir Sundari, the learned faculty members of the institute, other departments, university, my young friends, officers, and a very warm good morning to everyone. At the outset, I express my profound gratitude and regards to the organizing team for giving me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts, ideas as a keynote speaker on this very important day of observing the World's Entrepreneurship Day 2024. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're all aware today the kind of a role the entrepreneurs are playing in any part of the globe, region, state, country, and for that matter, even a small district, where the entrepreneurs are playing a different kind of a game-changing activities for its development in the lifestyle, the overall economic growth. And keeping in view all these important contributions the entrepreneurs are giving, today the world over, the UN has declared 21st August is the day for observing World Entrepreneurs Day. It started from 2010 onwards, and today it has been continuing. And 2024, the major theme of observing the World Entrepreneurs Day is achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The UN had sorted it out through the innovation and economic development, the rules the entrepreneurs are making. So that's why it's very, very important how the entrepreneurs are fostering the innovative and creative talents they are having. And that way they are contributing for the development of the economy, for providing jobs, enriching the living standards, improving the quality of life, and at the same time giving contributions to the growth of the GDP. Ladies and gentlemen, when we just look at the economic growth and development, the drivers of the economy is nothing but the innovative and creative ideas of the entrepreneurs. And that's why entrepreneurs are the true drivers of the economic development today. When we look at the developed nations, maybe the United States, China, Germany, Japan, and for that matter, smaller countries like South Korea, Singapore, and even small island country like Taiwan, the entire economic progressions are taking place because, especially by the young friends, we need to think in a different perspective how we can just align our ideas. When the whole world is changing, the world is becoming a global village because of the technological innovations and the technological enhancement, and at the same time creating jobs, providing jobs to many, and also contributing in various sectors of the economy. Maybe in the primary sector, the secondary sector, or the tertiary sector, the introductions of technology is enormous. And that way, we are supposed to see to it the importance of economic development, and for that matter, the entrepreneurs are playing as a key role. And as for India's vibrancy in the economy today, and in fact, India is envisioning to be $5 trillion US dollar economy in the next few years down the line, because India is supposed to stand at the third largest economy after US and China. Of course, US has already crossed 25 trillion US dollar economy, whereas China stands at 18 trillion US dollar economy, and two other countries, Japan and Germany. That's a 4.2 and 4.02. And fifth one is India, stands at around 3.6. So that's why if India reaches 5 trillion US dollar economy, definitely India will be reaching the fifth position of the world. And that's why all these things can be possible only when we have good entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, startup ecosystem, and that's why India stands at the third position of the startup ecosystem with $349.6 billion value. And by the next few years down the line, India is supposed to produce 150 unicorn companies. And that's a very, very challenging kind of a dream India is having today. And that way, Make in India program, Skill India programs are coming up, and many of the manufacturing things happening in the defense sector, even in the food processing, even various other aspects, India is trying to attract and to do all these kind of things within the country itself. And that way, India is trying to become a self-reliant economy. And for that matter, import substitutions and promotion of the export-related activities are another important agenda. And for that matter, we need to encourage many number of entrepreneurs working in different domains. And in fact, today, because of the technology, the area of concern for the entrepreneurship development, maybe in the area of fintech, area of healthcare, area of IT and IT-enabled services, maybe in the gaming, education, logistics, so many new entrepreneurs are coming up. And in the olden days, we have so much of established third generations or fourth generation entrepreneurs in India. However, of late, over the last less than 10 years, we could see to it many number of first generation entrepreneurs are coming up in a interesting manner. That's why we are supposed to see to it the potential areas how we can generate more number of jobs. We can also think how they are contributing for the overall economic development of the country. And even in India, we have just seen so many successful entrepreneurs. I did not just talk much of the big companies like the Reliance, Ambani's groups, then you can also situate the Wipros, Infosys, the Tatas, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, we can also situate a few young startups. Even how Ola is doing, how PTM is working, how fintech units like Upstocks is doing at this present juncture when the financial market is booming. And at the same time, many of the women entrepreneurs are also entering in this arena. And we can just heard the names like Halmi Nair and Naika, the beauty and wellness item is becoming a household item today. He just passed out MBA from Ahmedabad and started a business at the age of 50. In 2012, she started and now she crossed 60, 61 by now. And then becoming one of the richest and wealthiest lady making hustle by doing this kind of a venture. So that's why there are so many other people like even Ilan Majumdar, the biotech in the biotechnology front, and then we also just have seen Vinita Singh and various other areas, even the fintech physics. Well, it's quite popular among the young students who are preparing for a competitive examination for the NET or any other physics Wala is doing anything with that. Now it's becoming a unicorn company today. So that's why the young friends and become a millionaire or billionaire in a short period of time by also being today is the World's Entrepreneurs Day. We can just recognize the value addition the entrepreneurs are having or making. And in fact, these entrepreneurs are those people who can successfully convert the new ideas, the innovative ideas into reality. So they have the capability to take a calculated risk of doing this kind of businesses. That's why they employ themselves at one point of time and they get entrepreneurship. Then in the university system, Manipur also. Today, we are not just seeing all the successful entrepreneurs, the first generation entrepreneurs. We produce mass advertising long ago when the MIMS started in 1995, the first out batch, and a few other entrepreneurs from our own institutions are doing well in our state. We also have so much of women entrepreneurs which had been incubated or had been associated with us at one point of time, some way or the other, even the Mera Foods, even Vijaya's auntie for this lotus fiber that is making of saris and various experiencing. I believe the importance of entrepreneurship or the entrepreneurial activities is becoming more important. It should play a key role. When we just look at the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goal the UN had spelled out, there are 17 goals. I did not mention all these goals, however, some of the goals could. So all these things could be possible with some sort of a applied aspect of it. So other countries like Japan, the Korea, or even the Taiwan, the way they are teaching and undergoing research, they have a very good internship facilities to the link with the industry. That's why whatever is the industry demands, it is supposed to be examined well in the academic institutions, and the findings could be of immense help in their decision making and the forward planning by their industry people. So that way, we need to encourage all these things, and when we see to it from a small countries like Japan, how many companies are operating in India? We have more than 1,200 Japanese companies are operating in India. And Korean companies are also operating, approximately 650 Korean companies are operating in India. There are Samsung mobile phones which we are having, then LG, then Hyundai, and Lotte, even the cosmetic items like Innisfree and all, they are from the Korean companies. So that's why we can also think of joining hands together wherever possible, because many of the Korean firms, the Cosme, etc., they are interested to join hands with, especially the Manipur, and maybe young minds, if you have some areas in the logistics, in the aromatic plants, medicinal plants, cosmetic items, nothing like that, there could be very good opportunities of doing businesses. And at the same time, we have just seen a few entrepreneurial units exporting more than 80 countries by just making some sort of a, this items, sandstone, medical equipment, so devices. That's a station in Purampopi. So that way, we can just visualize how things are doing. You can get a good jobs. You can apply for various other lucrative positions, but at the same time, my dear young friends, it may not be possible for the government to provide jobs to each and everyone. We have a very limited jobs in the government sector. However, there could be ample opportunities for you to look forward to making a career in private sector, not only in India, even in abroad too. So that's why we have to develop our own competence of managing the things. Basically, in the entrepreneurship journey is the process of creating products, ideas, managing the business enterprises profitably with certain calculated risks. So my dear young friends, we have to take risks calculatively, and At the same time, we need to think of contributing, and in fact, the largest taxpayer in our state also is from none other than the entrepreneurs. Probably from among the entrepreneurs, the company could be the highest taxpayer. So that means they are contributing wealth to the nation. So entrepreneurs are the wealth creators, entrepreneurs are the job providers, and we can just appreciate and pay respect and regards their contributions to the society. And the world over, the startups are coming up. So if you are having new ideas, nothing like that, you can pitch it to some of the organizations where they can just provide good fundings. Even the firms like NRL is providing 10 lakhs and 50 lakhs for pitching some new ideas. So many of the young minds, if you are having that kind of an entrepreneurial acumen and a desire, nothing like that, opportunities are enormous today. So by observing today, the World Entrepreneurs Day, we just would like to express our solidarity and thankfulness to those entrepreneurs who have made the commendable contributions in the wealth creation, in economic progression, and the overall development in the life. And in fact, these entrepreneurs are the problem solvers. If we are also having any problems, maybe in the waste management, maybe in education, to reach the good education system, we are supposed to think of creative talents and creative ideas that are lying in your minds today. So you ignite that mind and join hands together under the able and generous leadership of our Honorable Vice-Chancellor. We have come up incubation centers, so much of entrepreneurship-related activities, and I believe all those students and alumni of the university get aware of those facilities, and we have a good number of competent faculty members who can guide you in different aspects, maybe for prototype testing of the products, packaging, marketing, branding, positioning, and the other financial aspects of running the intra-business enterprises. So if we can just use one very successful entrepreneurs, nothing like that. It is not only you becoming successful, you are just making good names of this place to the world over. I believe all of you have heard Jack Ma. Jack Ma hails from one small city in China, Hangzhou, about 500 kilometers away from Shanghai. But because of this Jack Ma, Hangzhou has been flourished like anything. So that's why Hangzhou is known because of Jack Ma. Similarly, because of the Google, California is known everywhere. So that's why if we can generate more number of successful entrepreneurs, nothing like that, we can just face any kind of challenges. But mind you, my dear young friends, I know the success itself is a journey. You have to work through failure to failure before you reach the successful destination. So we should not feel that kind of failure as a failure. You have to take those things enthusiastically, and that can be part of your success journey. So finally, but not least, I just would like to remind you, young minds, we have to be hardworking. We have to develop a passion of doing something new, something creative, something which may be able to contribute to the society. And for that matter, we must pay respect to the time. We must develop a good discipline. And I can just mention you one small, short learning, that is the rest we sometimes come across in a vast jungle. The deer and the lion. We just have seen in a vast forest, there are so many animals. Of the many animals, I just would like to pick up 2 animals as an example. One is the gazelle. When the sun rises in the early morning, this gazelle wakes up and it is running. How fast it is running? It is to run faster than the fastest lion, otherwise it will be killed by the lion. At the same time, every morning, the lion, the king of the animals, it also wakes up and young minds, the future belongs to you, and ultimately, if we generate more number of entrepreneurs, nothing like that, the region or the state will definitely be flourishing. So play the key role to at least make, maybe in the early age, or doesn't matter, there is no age bar to become a successful entrepreneurs, and go through some of the books, some of the stories of the Falguni Nair, or otherwise even the KFC. It can be a very good motivation for all of us. I wish you all the best for the present hearing, and I pay my due respect and regards to all the successful entrepreneurs or unsuccessful entrepreneurs, doesn't matter, in any part of their entrepreneurship journey, they have made some contributions for the betterment of our society. I wish them all the best. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Bolmaite, for your wonderful keynote speech. With the kind permission of the guest of today's chief of guest, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of our university, there is slight changes in the program, and we are giving due importance to the entrepreneurs who are present today. Because today is the World Entrepreneurship Day, today is your day, Madam and Sirs, whosoever are present. And of course, many a time when we were teaching you entrepreneurship as a discipline, as a subject, you were asking us, or me in particular, because I take care of this paper. So you were asking me who is an entrepreneur, and dear Sir Joykumar, who is the Managing Director of Ligla Private Limited, is a real entrepreneur. You can have a look on him, sir. Then we have our friend Roshini Kumar Yambem, again Managing Director of Globizs Web Solution. Again, he is a very vivid, example of an entrepreneur. You can take a snap and look at them, why we are celebrating World Entrepreneurship Day today here in Manipur University is for the fact that every time, even the entrepreneurs also ask, they have some demand from the academia like us, in what way we are helping them. We cannot help you financially, we could at least give you some encouragement, and this is an example how we at the end of the day, how we care about you, and of course, this is one way how we salute to you and your hard work. Really, we salute to you, and I always keep on telling these short things like when every successful person has been asked what is the main reason, or what is the reason for their success, then there is no other reason other than only one answer, and the one answer is hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. So I really believe that you are hard workers. More than that, you are very intelligent, very smart, and I always keep on telling that entrepreneurship, the level of the work, the level of energy, motivation they have, it's uncomparable. And sometimes I believe that they have the inborn qualities and the talent. So without taking much time, with the permission of our today's guest of honor, our Honorable Vice-Chancellor, the program now we are focusing on the young entrepreneurs. Again, we would like to show you one by one without taking much time, I would like to request you around 5 minutes time, it's okay. Right, so may I call upon Moirangthem Raj Singh. Please give him a big round of applause. He's a founder, proprietor, Imphal Archery House. He has started his proprietorship business in the year 2018, and he got a grant of 1 crore from Manipur Startup Program, and he is now the largest Indian round of archery manufacturing. And how I come to know about you is as early as 2015, when I heard it from EPOW News that you got gold medal and silver medal in the in Delhi Archery Association. That was an archery competition. So may I call upon Mr. Raj to take the mic and you just inspire our students, particularly how you have started your journey and where you are now. Please. Yes. With due respect, you can either use Meitei or English. Preferably, it's your own language.
Good morning to you all, respected our Chief Guest, Professor and Lokendra Singh, Vice-Chancellors of Manipur University, Guest of Honor, Professor Chandbabu Singh, Registrar Manipur University, Professor Elangbam Nixon, Finance Officer Manipur University, Shri Thagjam Joykumar, MD, and Shri Roshini Kumar, Yambem, MD, Globizs Web Solution, and President Professor Prabhakar Singh, Director, MIMS Manipur University, and my teachers, Professor C.S. Singh, and Professor Jivon Singh, and Sir Prabhakar, and my lovely teacher, Assistant Professor Santi Kumar, Department of Statistics, Manipur University. Today, the World Entrepreneur Day, we're celebrating in MIMS. I just want to express why I choose entrepreneur. At that time, there are only few persons were there in Manipur, which was follow up in business. Entrepreneur, the there are a lot of dimensions there. Either in the form of Manipur economic contribution, follow up just business follow up a little bit contribution in Manipur economy. When I was studying in Delhi University, I little bit aware about this one. Manipur yamna pass over biodiversity lays over masagi had a natural or so yamna rich over state aman had. At that time, a little bit I journey got some of the how our company, our manufacturing unit contribute in Manipur economy. At that time, I was studying I just passed out from Navodaya as a player. At that time, I went to Delhi. I give vision at that time, little bit focus on Olympic at that. Due to some financial problem, I said I'm lacking behind Toroga. I attempt Olympic trial in 2014-15. At that time, I'm the champion of Delhi University and Delhi State as well as national ranking. At that time, it will cost around 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs. World economy had the archery equipment. Adu matamda I focus to give in 2016 I passed out graduation from Ramjas College, Delhi University, Department of Stats, pure stats. Adu matamda financial late matumda I left out Olympic vision loisaning rehata. Adu I little bit exam preparation tawre not clear tawre aduga when I came out from library how my chance to entrepreneur combined dimension lakesi I in library lower matung through my colleagues, my teammates, my university players are coming out from I in a tea break lower pass out to Raswire not playing a little bit conversion to and a little bit focus on government exam. See the in the title of research the thing maximum of the Indian students who are unemployed is preparing for government exam 80%. akoi thabak phangri je kai gina har kanda 80 to 90% je government ge exam prepare to le ram adong do loina thaira chat ke bai ta aduga sida 10 haidi akoi gi yam chauna akoi bu thabak pi ji ba jaga je sigi gap sidi hai ta entrepreneur ga hai ba sigi gap sidi ma na study je tawndre iyo ko kena ba je hai ta adudagi I say thola matungda they are giving 30 bo order to me adi Manipur gi archery gi manufacturing the 30 order in on the pay ras adu tar is my toro nang na Manipuri macha amo ibni na kitang with safety oina ba damata they gave me around 60000 the pay I order to reko manufacturing change I get colleagues amada 10 sal it takes around 1 month for production of 30 bo in Manipur hai da market size yam chaw production ni torong da bai ta adu matam ja aina pi ba aina khal ai ju sawe aina sidi tam tam khalak pani ko library da jum khom ka at that time Manipur startup first launch Manipur connection je Manipur startup tore ai paper pare sida kai kai yaure khole financially kem leite ko I don't have any finance to start my business adu ko yeng kan sida changna ba matung sida ai gi ko se ma di market size pa na kham le me ras Parai Soto, go to Manipur and start production archery. And sir, why a little bit risks at that. As of course, risks the term education at the minimize risks to new quantums. Yanda risks to minimize the over new quantums. Other a market size for any young other I Manipur is a tolacre. I don't consider the Kamaito Manipur started first launch at the time. I was sitting there, same holes in the book. The contribution financial gift like how to start a business I didn't give business breakable point point learn I just compact knowledge there business I cost 50,000 I like Manipur start off business set of only 2 workers are there workers around in India we have around 150 workers are there in India not in Manipur Manipur around 25 workers are there in Manipur 25 workers in Nasiboda I give factories at towards active labor management kamai taroko ingon de githado moji low skill hai kamai na ingon de na towards a pair I this way dro de adumai taroga tam na lak pasina kamai to ha kan entrepreneurs once entry to matung a job creation hore job creation imung kuntra ni phu ma de ina thai hai ta kuntra ni phu ma de ina thai budi Manipur da waraba matam de imung kuntra ma ni phu ma de ai hek lak ko moi harawe a university da dum le adu aina yum da chappa kanda salary slip se pi ma tam moi mai thong do ma ka la me harawe hai ta Adumai to na tam na start after Okanda. Now still we have the Indian largest archery manufacturing in India. Let's see how I contribute. Aduma to the kamai to Okanda in Indigo. I get quite satisfied on the Aina Kanda was a guy, Chang I feel the tire. I cargo the chele. Iran Toriko, land transport yadreko. Tatam cotton problem and toy. Adu 30. I need to go in. One of the big advantages of a company is that India, Delhi, the warehouse, so only had port maps, India, the split don't know. She does come out of the Kanda, I say, cargoes, connectivity, pump the head. Long as later, Chalakanda, I indigo the Chalakanda. In per month, we have sent around 500 per month to Delhi, cargo the Chale, Punjab. Kolkata Thawa Horeta. She did logistics, I learned to work under. I in the same address half a set, see other receiver do, I give me with the Viate. I do it distance, displace, different place like from the target, I in a Tawa come the day. Mafam to give a service like Roman, I in a couple of Matagata, ground reality Niponize. But then study of you, Adumina Tapna Tarakan, the physics. Akoina India is the lady say just Akoina product or archery amana Yakana Sanagada players season of Pike of Kulies in Atarapon size. There are lakh of players out there. Lakhs players are there in India. Yengo sports ki kudamoina. Aina study to was kamai to. Just market size study to was kamai to. Fine. Budget lock to was budget lock to matamda sports ki budget se kya no hani yenge. That means you need to be little aware about budget ka level. Kambam takata sports ki budget se kya thada be. Adu itari sigi paisa me amje kai kai da lakto no. Adu itari side da thada tari side orders aina lowong da kada. That means that we have tied up with American company, PSC company hai se. Haidi akoi Olympic ta ka pai ba khulai me amje manufacturing to matam ne. We have deal up with them. India da authorities adugi khulai je akoi yaw dan yon ba yaro. Adugi level da koi work tok se. Ai wakan de dumaina to e. Adu tamna torok sports to lai ba sports ki jaga se da lai ba business gap se it's a big gap ne le mi. Yes akoi di entry rang pa da nai. Next akoi na torok ya kan table tennis se je mo hapsa lai ne. Sports ki equipment ne ko tam na sports nang ma lai ge hai ta nang kai de lai don. Sports ki pot ama lai ge na khale ba. Leibam lai tri ho ji. Adu ta di sigi gap se aina fill up to budi kai kai. Akoi me amna fill up to budi kai kai. Adu main to na tamna lakh padagi di for the financial year recently we have turnover around 10 crore. I doesn't expect. See any expect to the bathabak na ita. Adu recently lan gi mamang da su around adu main na kakalai. Before the last 3-4 years back, 1 crore ka tang because some ain khali yam ti yam in khale adu ka budget sida kya le me kam around in India archery katang da le around 600 crore ki budget le. Music sports industry di yam ti sokhat la bang hom ne sida ko in the right time in the right place adu na ko action lagot of dar mi na dum logi ni ai tar adu ka si akoi Manipur da soya mi se kamai to ge har kan da akoi gi production akoi na sanari ba production se product or ba raw material se Manipur da gi po se puthokra ga mapalam ji multinational companies me amina manufacturing to le mi ne adu akoi ji kai to le ri ge matam do aina khang pani ko tamna thigala khang pani ko adu targa di production house hoji akona just main principle ka tanai na sin mass production do with effective quality da adu India me amje distribute to ba ta adu tardi akhoi gumba mi chama chani dang lising dang Manipur da pok tardi automatically Manipur ki economy ji masa ma to na chokhala kan ji de thing manga mo ha ta adu targa di akhoi leiriba ma'am jinde kitang entrepreneurship to focus toroga wariba Manipur je kitang akhui contribution kitang toroga Manipur je chakhat an ber tiam line chakhat kanin khalle hoji train lak tore ecosystem kaino lak tore flight ma'am logistic ma'am lak kan Manipur da port production to duna kamai na Manipur je chakhat to train yor ani na waru gun ko po se kai putho thaku toksi ge ha se si katang khallo ha ta si katane ai gi di aduga Sida loisalage, but I just want to tell my details. Actually, I am the student of Department of Statistics, Manipur University, and I am the research scholar of Department of Stats. And that's it. I just had to when I see me, Taurin has no use hard training. Just my brothers and sisters, just little bit. Kitang kadang ay na high was the net. Kitang kadang ko apho to the location be right there. Kitang kadang hantoga. Let's be focused on entrepreneur has entrepreneur the lady ko mayam jing jam tang yang jal laga ko akoi mayam se Manipur jam tang chakhat na ba to se ha ba se that's my motto hai ta thank you so much
question if you have any question aduna last to sira na traga if you have any queries last okay thank you very much thank you Raj it is really enthusiastic. Very nice. Now I suppose you are getting more energy. And entrepreneurship is all about energy. Positive energy, the vibe. Without energy, we cannot walk. So we need a lot of energy. So at the end of the day, what counts to be an entrepreneur is how much energy you have. And energy is again definitely related with your thinking and mindset, your positive mindset. If you are doing something of your interest, you keep on doing that. That is what all about. So now, this room is very, very particular, and it's associated with the history of entrepreneurship in our state and in our country too. And from this room, there are so many entrepreneurs who have been born. And this is the reason why we want to celebrate entrepreneurship in this particular room. When India started its startup program in 2016, parallelly we started Startup Weekend in this room again. So we are very pioneer. Manipur Management Studies, we are very proud to be associated with this institution because we are the creator of entrepreneurs. If you count the number of entrepreneurs in Manipur or in any part of the country, then you'll find we are somewhere or other we are associated. So we have been doing this exercise, and I remember one of us today's, one of a very celebrity entrepreneur of today's event, that Mr. Birbal Singhapam. He was very much in the early stage, he's very much associated with us. Sir Jibon, we are working with Diamond Manipur, Roshini Kumar Yambem, we are working with Diamond Manipur also. So he was here in 2016. And it doesn't take much time, when you have the will and the dream, then of course you will be a very successful entrepreneur. Mr. Birbal Singhapam is the founder of Tariat Foods Private Limited. He is very specialized and very famous in Sakhao product. You must be knowing his bujia, his gula, everything, people are crazy about your product. Before this, I just want to interrupt. May I call upon Mr. Vicky Chan. Vicky Chan, again, Managing Director of Food Wi-Fi. And for this, may I call upon our guest of honor, Professor Elangbam Nixon, our finance officer, sir. Sir is very much close-fisted, means money when giving money, His hand is very tight. So may I request, sir, to facilitate one of the entrepreneurs who is an alumni of our institution. He is again the managing director of Food Wi-Fi. So this time, we have a very closed door meeting that let us not invite many of our alumni who turns to be an entrepreneur. That we look very mean, when we are inviting all our students and all. Anyway, without wasting much time, may I now call upon Mr. Birbal Singhapam, the managing director and the founder of Tariat Foods Private Limited. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you, Birbal.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, MIMS, for this recognition. And my respect to all the dignitaries in the dais, and all the colleagues and my friends. So, Sir Kesorjit na budi haibi why we started, how we started, do haibi na kitang di thaijage matam sutian banina, because everyone knows. From Facebook to Manipur startup, Sangoi dagi hawi, Garas dagi hawi, Lupan Singtran hawi, Kun hawi, koi hai to ngat ngairam ni, haujo hawi ngat ni ko, adu to yam na kuthar roige. So today I just want to give some perspective so that prepare kitang oi hong na bahai tare ko. So from my experience, from my knowledge from different books, YouTube and everything, and my personal experience today. So just 5-6 points. One, college. Why we are coming to college, why we are going to college, why we are attending college. So, era is different way. So, maybe 10 to 50, 20 years back, college I say, lani, knowledge talani, and degree talani, certificate talani, and job. That is most of the thing. perspective adu kanda leiramse adu hojikti pra whole game je change hoigreba with the internet, with all the social medias and all the learnings we can get. Hojiki adugi matamdu loikre. So yes, college is important, but what is more important is for you to be a complete man. Have the college holaga came the kandragadi or experience came later or exposure came later came the Canada. So you need to be more of a complete man when you get out of this campus. So to be a complete man, apart from the academic studies and everything, the Qatar is say you have to travel. You have to travel a lot. Whether namagana foreign, if not, at least few cities in India, you have to travel during your 3 to 4 years of college. Because travel toraga nang experience talaktor ibo mayam do. Just sitting in college, you will never get it. This is my experience, and this will help a lot if you are going to pursue entrepreneurship, or even if you are not pursuing entrepreneurship. In life in general, you will be more complete. So travel a lot during college. Then risk. Risk say, okay, normally I need to tabak tawrani or kaya to na settle tawba, kaya to na tolop chahoba, kaya to na isa taloba. Aduda ko focus tawraga dahil mayam se. So 20 to 30 years what I want is what I would have done if I know this side of life. You take risk in this age group. I will some kanjida nang settle tawbagi, adagi job kangbagi, settle down tawbagi, adugi yakan na kanbagi daga tada brana kali. Sida nang toning ba tahoba, nang try toning ba tahoba, si toning ba tahoba later na. I will doctor or engineer or adu na mulai chakre. But nang photographer or videographer or social media content creator or any field. Sung kanjida tahoba. Sida gin toy na chahi mari maj daran ta hog dori ba sida risk ta hog dori ba mayam. Sida nang manja taho kay lay dito na to 20 to 30 years ago. So take risk in these years. More risk. Aduga more risk kaya sida nang tawri ba mayam do nang start to dori ba or business sama start to give or so risk nina. But you have to do with your own money or with your own effort. Parents lagi paisa laroga risk lau do di kana de. Okay, so parents lagi paisa laroga risk lau ini business lau ini mayam thadar ini adu na tawa. You will never learn from your own effort. Paisa parents mayam the way ko. So risk lau ke hara gadi from your own effort, not from parents' money or from someone. Matang read books. Tamros ni jual read books to yang high. I mentor. I just want some kitang perspective kitang sida amaga hoy lyrics yang pa bata ka like hay ay hay sida kayo academic iwan natin so of self development, personal development. But now I would also suggest consume content from internet. Content ay na just another reels, viral reels na tabako. Mentors mayam ki, entrepreneurs mayam ki, apa ka dahil mayam siya. Moi content follow to, moi YouTube channel subscribe to, or follow to. Moi dagi learn to, moi value or moi the content quality yawa content mayama consume to bom dakartai. Apart from books reading ko, kaya di positive moi na hire imo mayam sine, ako na consume to, ako na sonde apply to this because they have captured the world, they have conquered the world. So we have to learn from them, we have to follow them, and we have to consume content from them. Sometimes even YouTube podcast 3 to 4 hours straight because that is a topic ka business ka yang mari lang non-stop just 2-3 minutes ke reel the content consume to quality content consume to for now. Aduga hojikti social media so yam lai tauki haragati just do it highly it non-ethical loiba pataba adum bana makhalam loigre post to haragati natraga video ama sem ge haragati natraga reels ama sem ge haragati ikai bagi ismina kari harakani kari feedback larakani mana kari harakani adu makhal lairano just post it do whatever just daily post auraga me Instagram da ata ne bagi reels to paisa paina ri myam se or era se paina sa je to change story haibo billion oi mayam yaure pa just enter to the bita enter to the Instagram reels sem hai se pura work amadi akhoi na sida front ta smile di am lai sam tai ta li ga na khan ba ko just 24 hours work ni sida la uri se aduna sigi line sida change or anything to ge hai taw ro khal laga mina kari harakani adu torakani admaina khal laga lai bana tab just do it I think the mindset se akhoi na kai gumba tawr ge harakati ang sai chu akhoi maru ras na chu khapet pan bi ki ba akhoi da su yam na kaino oi gre haibadi when you start Manipur na sum taw le se to ase ko at least we should think India natra India khandraga di Manipur da sum taw le just 2-3 crores the business natraga di sum namaro ba aduna when we start sa su yara Manipur da ki saba yai but your customer should be all over India not just Manipur ko adu maga just hiding it aduga last oina motivation gudi oidai ni ko si program se but motivation oi duna su and the motivation sum taw leba su ya we have to check the reality of the situation I with the entrepreneurship haraga just glamour amoina just celebrity amoina just nungai ba part ko atang uraga changat ko to beta di just leave it don't do it just do a job just do something else aduga sigi line jita changat ki haragadi you have to have the strong mindset aduga will aduba idea laiba laitaba pisa pa da ba aduna secondary will do laira ka do ina changiro will laitraga di or passion laitraga di or strong mindset laitraga di changi kana di haitar because 1 or 2 years is maximum after that you will drop aditi among family ga kai ga adu ke kan conflict mayam jo thoda kani natra aduna before entering in this journey be very strong about what you are going to face because this journey is sometimes very glamorous sometimes very good but most of the times it's very lonely you have to do a lot of sacrifice and it's very lonely and there is lots of stress and everything and more particularly if you are starting in Manipur. So you have to think on that side also. You have to prepare your mind. Whatever is the challenges, I changa bani habdo. Adu tanga kanbiyo habdi motivation tauraga entrepreneurship yam nungai belam ni sidi pesa yam tupai do mali ni ka haira ga changa ko. Adu changbi rakkan ko. Or changbi rakkan haibante just suggestion don't enter. Because it's a very long and lonely journey. So, that's it. And what I am hiding ba magale, see normally hoji kan yam adam suggest to bani, kita clear with the habdi, sige business ho bada, pesa changi ki maram de am sung ang na bajur hoji kan se. Ay marmal to jodum hire se to amtang last one repeat orangge. You have to be very clear. Pesa changi je kam kan tang hai bodo. Business how bada or start to bada pesa changi. You can start with zero, have this soidra. Aduga sidap mina adum online na kaida fagi ke toro pute as or adu comments me apira ko jai ko ai no pisa pa na ka to ko ba da tra any connection la to ko ko ni ngai but start to the ka pisa so ta de business growth okay or business long term growth okay sustain okay growth okay har kan da deba nangi idea do success oire yare chatle customer mayam pa me after that nang growth or again Manipur thungbu to halage or India thungbu thungal lage haira kan da ne pisa changdu ise business to taw bodati pisa chang changdi ko and this is 100% guarantee 99% ganate taw bodo pisa chang changdi ko aduna you have to grow when it's time to grow when it's time to scale then the money is required so example why na so just na sai just like maram da ketang last way hajaram ge example to we started with again circulation hai 2016 da ngarang do everything ko ai do da phamaga sadablik na khoi gi di tainang Manipur ga MIMS kana singiba startup program do da winner oi gi ba gi sadablik na ga prize pi gi ba sida khoi ko jam yam na ga promote to gi mayam so adu kan ai pisa kem lai banti my family is not also rich or well to do aduga I have the pisa amo power lai banati seng na ha just 5,000 10,000 da gi hogi ba ngata ne so 5,000 10,000 da hore product lai re product to market the test of 6 months 1 year product to market the chatli khange so after 1 year hogi different kind of loans bank or whatever my toroki aduga finally we are one of the not one at least we are the first startup from Manipur to get venture takpi gi da gi khoina sigilam sida changa ga khoi gi nafi gi venture funding hai do phangi bane so if I can do you can do just it's about time and execution idea phana phajarasu execute tawradi kante aina idea loi haidoke hayeng execute tawde simi ama or ani khata de idea phajayena losal da thambajo kante share everything don't fear about ideas di loi haidok pa yaya hayeng kana no execute tawrok se ha do adu wani da execute tawde mi do khata adu execute tawde simi si yam de nutra aduna just sigi point mari manga se simtang khangbiu just for the preparation so but most importantly be a complete man when you came out from the college. Thank you.
Thank you, Vibal. Now it's time for Dr. Asem Sundari Devi. We apologize that we cannot call your partner Gitesuri Yumnam. Both of them are the founder and director of Green Biotech Eco Solution Private Limited. This is the first biofertilizer and biopesticide manufacturing company which is based in Imphal and is promoting organic farming for sustainable agriculture all over the nation. And they are the recipient of National Entrepreneurship Award also. So what we have learned little about entrepreneurship is all about patience. If anybody feels that sitting 2 hours and listening to entrepreneurship and interacting with them is too long, it will be very difficult. It is very challenging for your life to become an entrepreneur. And what we are teaching and what we are doing here is we are just delaying your failures. Entrepreneur is all about failure. The faster you fail, the faster you will grow. It's about failure, and no one can ever claim that none of you have ever failed. All our backgrounds and recons, everyone has failed and they rise. So it's about the failure and the success. So there will be a failure history everywhere, and the very important part in the part of an entrepreneurship and in the career of entrepreneurship is you should be able to start small. Start small. Don't be grandiose. Thank you very much. May I now call upon Dr. Asem Sundari Devi. Please give her a round of applause. Please.
Very good morning to everyone. Respected sir on the dais. Tasengna MIMS tagi phone lakpase aina khwaidagi nungaijaba sir. And they always I really want to interact with all the youth because this is the platform that we have to interact. So I kama chinta su wai mapana chapkiba oitaragadi pharataragadi yaude adubu always MIMS tagi university tagi phone laga sumaina program ama lai habsi haraujaba ai leijade. And thank you sir for inviting me. Entrepreneur ngasi je entrepreneurs day ko celebration akhoi gi numit ne hai tare da yam harauze always giving a respect to entrepreneurs Manipur University na sumaina sinbi raga kana celebration ka tawje yam nungai je habdi entrepreneur haraga mayam jina o ma di entrepreneur ne ye kaina ju tawbe su yam yawi ko ado entrepreneurs is respectful oiba sizu career amane ba aduna celebration tobase tobam thoi habidi entrepreneurs na ne akoi society se loina chingkhalakadoise all the jobs are very respectful but entrepreneurs ina akoi mayam sina chingkhalakadoine ba akoi Manipur India country ko Manipur se aina every platform da chatpa matam da Manipur se live state ne ngata adum tai ko adu kai gi lai no hai ta di akoi yam tan bagi ne ba chumra akoi youth akoi se yam tan le ba maximum youth are very lazy kai gi no hai matam da as ai job to ama hata phangaga lore job ama phangadi yare pikkera chawgera sidai da loi lei ba adui ta akoi kamaina ina khunba state ama oiga doino ba adu dona akoi se ngasi haba no mi sidagi ne think big ai isada kari yauge ai entrepreneurship ta kari to ya ge sar na zunga sai habi ko everybody have their entrepreneurship spirit yawe ko right bakta even me myself I am not born to be an entrepreneur ai isa mak doctor ama oina ai state ta medical officer ama oina ai je pujara me ba adubo ai journey da patient yengba then OPD yengba OT changba then adal ore ko I want to satisfy oidaba kai you know have them every time when I see my patients there are lots of problems which are related to the food security and food safety aduna I always kamaina aina sigi entrepreneurship journey da lai je kamaina no hai matam da akoi na chari ba chinjak se sidai da loina leirame ba akoi laina myam se adoi dadi aina khangaga thagada farmer to the kemna khangde moi di high ba chemical or pesticides whatever the retailers are giving they are putting they don't know the doses also adu gi root la kano du gi laga aina entrepreneurship journey je ai changjalakpani ai thabak thadoga ai sigi green bag eco solutions private limited se ai establish tawjarakpani akoi na tawjari basi biofertilizer biopesticide manufacturing tawi si is na organic farming da yamna darkar oiba maru oiba potlam hai tare si sungjabani sigi okay na start tor pa ju heta ka heta re ta sima tong da ya de hama changjalak pa habidi entrepreneur khuding ma ki mai gi vision mai gi mission loina lei ko entrepreneur ama oina ai gi isa ma ki oina ko aina jamjan jara pa se problem we have lots of problem in our society regarding that food safety and food security so this is the problem that I choose organic inputs ki damata manufacturing to bali ko adna sigi problems e solve to bangamba adugi poto kana create the value create to ba after manufacturing the inputs which required for the organic farming so adugi poto na akoi na amu societal benefit next the societal benefit like sai farmers injina khangdaba mayam ade chemical sai ba adu ba mayam dugi poto akoi na khangale plus benefit where society da so these are the three things I always think to start a entrepreneurship journey. Like first is problem solving, second is creating the value, third is societal benefit. Every household silangani ko 10 days sale har na 7 days sale har adu sumjit karbar togada bana entrepreneur duna kaya amatik sustainable oiba business ama purapangamge have si ju khan bi hobo not only this many things amalaiba okay Chaha is already famous even Birbal has taken up the venture atuba maya amalai akoi ko sumaina akoi kamaina ina khondoino haji akoi khutalaiba entrepreneurship hai se yamna lubasunate yam laibasunate ko ngasai haibi ki bedo yamna ilai fashion ki type ta adumadi sungya ya abdi akoi na challenges mayama face to ko challenges se kamaina overcome to gangangani have zu khang bi ga dabane challenges have say you know akoina covid first wave second wave hingela hojina war everything every platform there we are always challenging the situation and trying to overcome adu overcome to bangam bagi capable koi ga dabani ko koi myam je adu na entrepreneurship have say yamna lura su khan bi gano yamna su ka hai tare line su lo bi gano habidi yamna strategy hoina ko akoina kari togani field jida natraga market strategy yengba everything je lo yengga dawn akoina start tor kon matam da everybody ayamana akoi yamna kano haitare pesa yam thadaraga amta horpa nate akoi aigisu savings tagi akoi savings tagi ko only 82,000 tagi akoi start tore adu matamda biofertilizer biopesticides se Manipur kanam ta leite manufacturing Manipur da the entire northeast ta leite akoi manufacturing oina haurak panate akoi na haurak matamda retail oina toroga mayam inputs mayam se akoi na pi na bo hona ba adu demand se helakba last ta kamai to ge da challenges ayama lijage ba akoi Manipur gi blockade maximum about 4 months to gi ba mayawi dana akoi gi all the investment maximum investment je akoi je adu gi truck pare endu da adum lupaga lai grabane yoroko matam da di yamna ten ba self life oivani na expenditure pa ana dumping site ta oi pi gi ba adu gi challenge to da gi akoi na kai tau se ke na to kan da university to university research center me am da akoi na chalaga akoi on Manipur gi soil da akoi manufacturing tauba kadwai ngamoi doino haraga akoi start tau jarapani so adugi challenge to na hojiti opportunity or tasen haragadi se opportunity hai se never knows kam kanagi aina take up to ba hai budo aduda la to ni opportunity hai se even covid matam da mayam yam na kai ta ne hanthai ko my sales ka kai mayam je hanthai ba ado akoi na yum da covid ne na thok ta na leira matam da ai thabak to kana na tawni adu matam da akoi challenging ama lei ko aduna akoi action ama lo khalaga koi team se tawga sumai tawdana madam mayam se farmer mayam de oina piu haire fertilizer se akoi kamai tawni akoi adoi ta di let's take up this as an opportunity ha ga koi permit lawre ko horticulture department of agriculture de permit lawga akoi door to door delivery tawga akoi survive tawge habidi always kahitare challenges ti mayam lei adu opportunity je akoi na adu gi tawra kanu da opportunity je aina amaga haijagi ba adu gi covid ki matam jida yam phaba amana akoi ji manufacturing na Manipur da sungjare pochai mayam je aduga mapan gi se pot mayam la eba adu covid matam da di mapan dai la pangam re du da akoi adu matam da more than 50 lakhs hana sales taweba adu matam da so it was like I think opportunity lo wa here gadi every time se adum akoi na adum take up to gadi opportunity mayam lai si sina akoi na challenges ne challenge me am je akoi na face to ga overcome to ra kan da ne akoi na entrepreneurship am na successful entrepreneurship ne na sumaina la ka ji ko ana akoi Manipur da so opportunity lai ba mayam sima mayam khangbiu research to ra kan da thola kane ba ai akoi jo larik tam e ko larik tam ma tam da yam khallo de adi si gi challenges me adagi opportunity lai ba me am se pang khallo de ba tama ma tawra loi na khale ba adu changsal a kan de every kahita re akoi gi roles e akoi gi role oir me ba haugi ba de haugre ba haurei ba youth akoi gi role oir le me ba akoi gi Manipur kan ba amasung Manipur ina khulan ba je akoi gi role oir le me ba si sarkar adu government kem oiram re ba government will do their own job but this is our responsibility akoi responsibility oigado ne ba akoi gi Manipur chapatan ba Manipur na khulan ba se aduna mayam ngasi aga ne misidagi kaino ma taw ya de hana khanbiu job su job ni adubu ai kare engonda kari skill yawe ai kari to ya ge more than this what can I do harabasi gi poche adum la piyo adugo aina khangjawa myam do ai loi share taw jage aduna ai office la piyo sagoban akham kai de lei anybody who can akoi ge chamina ga na traga khang da bale ga su yamna support taw janingi aduna adum feel free please come to our office also which we can do lots of ventures ai tomdana tawbanga moina na tomdana tawbanga moi ba sidi akoi me am pulaga ne ba akoi na taw doise lots of idea me amalai sidaida agriculture sector changu matam da fishery sector la eco fishery sector changu matam da waste management la ba me am mathang se loi interrelated oi ba si kana na taw doino ama katang na taw ba dinga moi ba ada akoi me am punja laga taw ta di ecosystem ama se ma ani adu ecosystem do na akoi successful oi ta ga di obviously akoi Manipur se am na chaukat pa am sustainable oi ba akoi gi ina khun ba state amane na hai doine ba aduna mayam se kana hona minasi aduna si haijara ga illusion jarage thank you so much
Thank you very much, Dr. Sundari. Now it's a turn for Mrs. Mitchell Salam. She is the founder of Mitchell Sweets Temptation Bakery. She started her journey in the year 1997. Of course, she is having 2 outlets by now, one in Moirangkom and another one in Thangjam. She has retailers or retail supply in Manipur. One very exciting thing is that she has, of course, a workforce of 40 employees are with her as of now. This is very, very appreciated, ma'am. And she is the recipe of Indian's top 10 cake artists by cake makers or cake masters. She has received, another cream award by ICA. She has also received top cake artist 2023 by Singapore. More than this, what is very interesting about her is she has more than 26,000 followers in Facebook. I suppose this will be increasing. Thank you very much. May I now call upon Mitchell Salam to be on the stage. Please give her a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chief guests, guests of honor, Professor Kishorjit and Professor Jivan, who considered me for this prestigious memento today on a special day like Entrepreneurship Day. It is an honor to be standing here today, especially this is the place where my mother has taught for 44 years. So it is definitely an emotional moment for me to be here as her daughter on this dais where she has taught for the last 44 years. She is now retired. So I am honored to be in the midst of all of you today. I don't want to take too much time because I know it's really boring to keep listening to speeches one after the other. I just want to highlight a few things. Like Birbal said, everybody knows everybody's journey. Maybe some of you have read up about me. But nevertheless, it is the way, it is how he said, I started with nothing, with no knowledge actually. I also have a background coming from economics and statistics. Baking is not something that I chose. It is a journey that happened by chance, and I started in 1997. So this is actually my 28th year of baking. I'm coming close to like almost 30 years of baking right now. When it comes to starting something as a woman in Manipur, in Imphal, the journey has had tremendous bottlenecks. I will not say it was easy, and neither is it easy now. When I started out, nobody was willing to take me seriously. Everybody looked upon me as this, this is, a housewife and this young woman who wants us to order things from Guwahati, from Delhi and Mumbai. How can we take a chance and buy ingredients like who is she? And, all our products are going to go waste if we order for her. So it was really, really difficult. I think one of the biggest quality that an entrepreneur should have is a strong mindset. You need resilience. Okay. Today, I find that the youth are in a hurry to achieve success really, really soon. Okay. You cannot. It is a journey. You need to enjoy the journey. You need a vision. But along the way, you are going to, face hardships, difficulties. That is guaranteed. So our state, is a state where people are gifted in almost every field, be it culture, be it sports, be it education, be it in the creative line. But we lack one solid mentality, and that is resilience. We give up very easily. We also do not have the mindset as of now to be very professional about our work. We are a community that definitely we are very close-knit, but also we are unable to separate personal and professional life. when you are unable to separate your personal and professional life, what happens is your work suffers. It is not enough to just have a vision. Okay, you need a team. I wouldn't be where I am standing today if I kept my vision to myself. I have imparted skill to my staff on my own. None of them are from any baking background. None of them have trained in any, hi-fi institute outside. But I have imparted that skill. So I can proudly say that today, all of them are self-reliant, and they have been imparted a skill with which they are standing on their own feet. So it is important to have a good team. As an entrepreneur, second, you need to be able to communicate effectively. I have a vision, I have the qualification, I have the mindset, but can I do it alone? If I'm not able to communicate what I want to get done, leadership also lies in being able to communicate effectively. If you're unable to do that, what happens is your business is not going to take off. There's not going to be any clarity. Coming to present day, I won't go back to the 2000s. Those were the days where I literally started with a fork and a tandoor. That is my journey. Okay, and at that time I didn't really know what every ingredient meant and its quality. But my message to the youth today is, when you are starting something, you have to be very clear as to what your strength and your weakness is. Okay, and don't start anything with half knowledge. If you're going to start a business, whether it is bakery, whether it is agriculture, whether it is XYZ, but you yourself do not have enough knowledge and your customer knows more than you, your business is not going to do well. Be very clear that you need to have 100% knowledge on on what you want to do. Somebody comes along, for instance, I'll give an example in the bakery world. Even today, if I question somebody, there are lots of new bakers who are springing up. Every 10 shop is a bakery. We also have this, follow the leader mentality in Imphal, in Manipur. It is good, but following the leader without any clear direction also doesn't take you anywhere in life. So you need to be very clear as to what you want to do. You need to have knowledge, and before you go out into the market and start something, look up, read up, be sure that you know more than your customer. So when I go for conferences, and the first question I ask is, this like, ma'am, we have started a bakery, I work with cream. I was like, what kind of cream do you work with? Is it soy based? Is it butter based? Is it a milk based? They don't know that answer. Even here in Imphal, when I've gone for certain conferences where I've been invited, I ask a young baker, okay, congratulations, you've started your bakery, but what kind of cream do you use? Ma'am, I use cream. I said, yes, I know you use cream, but what kind of cream are you using? So if you are unable to answer a basic question that is the foundation of your business, you cannot take that forward, okay? We are also in a place where, unfortunately, we are always interrupted with factors that are not in our control. I might be knowledgeable, I might be willing to work very, very hard, but every now and then there are disruptions that are not in my hand. For instance, what has happened after May 3rd, this is not in our hands. Was COVID in our hands? It is not in our hands. So currently, Manipur is known as a state with the highest inflation and with the lowest per capita, despite being a state where people are very knowledgeable and extremely talented. So we need to share our experiences. I think more than sharing our achievements and it is more important to share our failures and as entrepreneurs and the journey and all the difficulties we face, because I feel that is going to be more helpful to a student or to somebody who is going to go ahead to be an entrepreneur. That is going to help you more, because everybody tends to talk. Social media is so glamorized. Everybody is going to talk about achievements. Everybody is going to show their best side, but nobody talks about failures. I am here to tell you that it was a very difficult journey. When I started out, I had no mentor ahead of me in 1997. There was nobody to ask, You know, these days you have all kinds of rules, I mean like all kinds of regulations. You need FSI registration, you need weights and measurements certificate, you need your quality check, right? You need to have hygiene water. But these are things that didn't exist. I have figured it out on my own. There was not even an office when I started out. Who should I go to? Who should I ask? You know, so I think we need to have a coordinated effort. Where if somebody wants to start out in any particular line, you know, what are the necessary documents that you require. Supposing someone wants to open a bakery tomorrow, at least today I'm in a position where I can guide someone to say, you know, these are the necessary registration, these are the necessary licenses you need. But I was not looked upon seriously. You know, if I would go to an office, they were like, okay, this woman has come and, you know, she wants to know about GST, she wants to know, before GST was introduced, there was something called C-form. Even to get a basic small oven from Calcutta, I had to run from one department to another department, from one office to one office. So even though entrepreneurship is really building up now, there is still, it is not systematic, it is not organized. You know, we are here in the presence of very prestigious people here, and entrepreneurs. Maybe we should all, you know, come together and kind of have a website where any student, anybody who wants to start something will at least have some knowledge or some reference point where they know where to start, what to do and how to do. You know, that is also very important. And another thing is, you know, when you choose a particular field, gone are the days where, you know, you have to be a doctor or an engineer or a teacher. I mean, the world is your stage. There's endless possibilities today, endless fields. Okay, but what we need, like I said, you need a vision, you need mentorship, or you need to follow people who are in your line to understand how they started, why they started, what they're doing right and what went wrong. Okay, and you need a coordinated team. You also need to go hand in hand with technology today. That is the way of the world. Whether it is, you know, by creating spreadsheets for your profit and loss, right? You have to use social media because that is the way the world is today. You need to promote your products via social media. It is a medium where you don't have to pay anything. It's so easy today. You want to start something, tie up with a you know, home delivery agent and post your products and start. Okay, that is easy. But make sure that whatever line you choose, you need to be very good at that. For example, baking. Baking has endless lines. There's bread, there's French patisserie, there's chocolate, you know, there's petit four, there's so many different things, and I cannot be good at everything. You need to identify your strength also, right? I want to introduce this, I want to introduce that, I want to have 100 things in my bakery because they are doing well, so I want to do this. It doesn't work like that. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Identify your strength. Work on it to a point that you are so good that you are recognized in the market for that particular product. I would rather be known for one thing than to, you know, have 100 products which are all very mediocre. So one of the first things when I went out, started when I got recognized in 2016, 2017, and I was invited for, you know, cake workshops and to present demos. The first thing I had to do was to clarify that I'm not from Manipur. You know, it is now, of course, the scene has changed. Everybody does know about the Northeast, and Manipur has produced Olympians, awardees. And the first thing I had to say is like, no. If you have invited me, please get it right. I am not from Manipur. I am from a beautiful state in the Northeast called Manipur. So, you know, I had to start like that. Today, I'm very proud that my work has been recognized, but it is a feeling of being proud for my state too. Because, you know, like I said, the Northeast is always, you know, in the back seat. They cannot do that anymore. We need to be recognized. And so I have gone outside and taught 500 plus students. I have been invited to Dubai too and other foreign countries. But my mindset has changed now. I don't want to go out and teach outside. I would rather they come to Manipur, because when people from outside come to Manipur, it uplifts the economy, it uplifts the hotel industry, because they're going to stay here, they get to see our state, and the buying and selling actually takes place in our state. There's another small gap that I invite in so many of you out here who are young students, and I hope everyone is motivated today. So I buy eggs, right? They're running a bakery, and I buy eggs that come from outside. They're coming from Andhra Pradesh, which is the biggest egg farm in India. But I don't want to do that. I have been trying year after year to get people to increase their production so that I can buy in Imphal, because that way I am helping the economy grow in my state. But what has happened here is that people are unable to. Again, why is that? Because we lack that mindset, we lack that professionalism. One day they are able to give 300 eggs, the next day they was like, oh, mi latre, soraza ki, anabala e, adu taure, da taure. It's one of the reasons why we lag behind. Because we need a very professional mindset. We need to separate our personal and professional life. For people outside, time is money. They don't allow you to bring your personal problems forward. It is 8 hours, 10 hours, it means you need to work those many hours. So we need to develop a strong work ethic, I think, if we want entrepreneurship to succeed. You can have a vision, you can have a great team, but if you are not disciplined, I would say, motivation is fine. I may be motivated today, I may motivate you tomorrow, but what I need is daily discipline to be able to be resilient, to be persistent, to make sure that in spite of all the difficulties that come my way, I will still continue my journey, I will still continue my goal. None of us who are here today have reached in one day. I have taken almost 3 decades to be where I am today. So it is not an easy journey. It is not that it's impossible, but you need to be focused. So I want to wish all of you the very best in your studies, and looking forward to successful entrepreneurs in this room tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Mitchell. That was wonderful. Anyway, now let us continue with our program. I suppose everyone is by now more energetic. So anyway, now may I call upon our respected Professor W. Chandbabu Singh, Registrar, Manipur University, and also the faculty member, professor of our institution, Manipur Institute of Management Studies. Sir is, we need not to do introduction for our sir, very known professor. And again, what I would like to tell you is, when we talk and when we want to encourage entrepreneur, we as a professor, we as a teacher, or as an educator, has to associate with many other NGOs, because we have a lot of limitations. For the region, we engage with many other NGOs like Swavalambi, or Dynamic Manipur, where we can expand our horizon, and we can associate it, and we can work together. So now, sir, may I call upon respected Professor W. Chandbabu, Registrar of Manipur University, to delight us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kishorjit. Dignitaries on the dais of this program, celebration of World Entrepreneurship Day. Respected Professor and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University, and the Chief Guest of this program. President of this program, Professor L. Prabhakar, the Director, MIMS, Manipur University. Guest of Honor, Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, Managing Director, Thangjam Agro Industries Private Limited. Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solutions Private Limited. Our friend, Professor Elangbam Singh, Finance Officer, Manipur University. Of the dais, our respected faculty members of Manipur School of Management Studies, Professor Memcha, Professor Ibohal, Professor Jibon, and Dr. Kishorjit, Gobind, Nelson, Chetna, and all other members of the department, Dr. Santi Kumar, our distinguished invitees of this program, Mr. Ras Warangthem, Mr. Birbal, Madam Michili Salam, and Dr. Sundari, and my colleagues from other universities and other departments, and yes, teachers from Manipur Technical University. One of the very interesting things is that in the Department of Management, Manipur Technical University, all faculty members are basically alumni of this department. We're really proud of it. So this is something very good. Today we are celebrating this World Entrepreneurs Day. And here when we organize this program, we're organizing this program from the platform of Manipur Institute of Management Studies and of course Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. Before I proceed further, let me just highlight one or two lines on Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan is a scheme that came up in the year 2022 under the platform of Swadeshi Jagran Manch. Swadeshi Jagran Manch was basically founded in the year 1991. By the time India started to sail in a completely new paradigm, new era. Because the liberalization took place during that year in 1991 onwards. And Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangha and all other indigenous businessmen and the traders of that time were very much worried about their existence and livelihood when the economy of our country is privatized and liberalized. During that time, large number of protests took place all across the country. And even the small scale vendors who are even selling vegetables on the roadside were afraid of from such an angle that they also will not be in a position to sell sitting on the roadside these dhania and fadigom and the umoro even. Because all these things will be selling from high profile Reliance fresh stalls. That was just the kind of worry people were having at that point of time. So under that Swadeshi Jagran Manch and its concept, the Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan, which talks about job creation, employment and innovation, and all these perspectives came up with the wave of implementation of National Education Policy 2020, where we talk very seriously all about skilling and entrepreneurship and job creation, innovation, and at the same time earning while we are studying. Okay, and experiencing ourselves when we are a student in the academic institutions. And that kind of ideas emerged by the time National Education Policy 2020 came up, and along with that line, this Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan, this concept came up. Some of our very good friends from this university are seriously involving with Swadeshi Jagran Manch and Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. Our Dr. Kishorjit himself is one of the main person who is looking after. Dr. Somokanto, our faculty, and Dr. Sobita from Department of Teacher Education, and like that, our Gobind, Nelson, and all other friends in the department, and our friends from, Manipur Technical University and from other universities are also actively participating under this platform, Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. And 2 months ago, there was a program at Lucknow for the All India Baitak of the Swadeshi Jagran months. And during that time, our friend sitting here on the dais, Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, he was nominated as co-coordinator of Swadeshi Jagran months of the state of Manipur. And for the women wing, Dr. Sobita is the coordinator of Swadeshi Jagran months and Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. And the Lucknow declaration has given me the responsibility to look after this state as a coordinator of this Swadeshi Jagran months and the Swavalambi Bharat Abhiyan. Well, today we all know that entrepreneurship is so important. And our friend Professor Bohal has rightly highlighted United Nations started celebrating this World Entrepreneurship Day long ago, and this has been practiced since 2010 onwards, and continuously we are focusing on this area. Today we have seen the unemployment rate in India is shooting up from last year to this year. Okay, the unemployment rate, the way it is shooting up today, it is 9%, is crossing 9% of the total population. It's unemployment. Last year it was something else. 1 month ago it was hardly 8 point something. So every month as number of graduates are coming out in the job market, unemployment rate is increasing. But at the same time, India's economic growth is also shooting up, and we are expecting that India will overcome what we call as Germany and Japan, and will become the third largest economy in the world. But today, the United States is having around 29 trillion dollar in terms of GDP. India's GDP presently is hardly 3.9 something, I believe. But how? And again, for China, it is China who is having the third position presently. Must be having something around, I believe, 18-19 trillion dollar. Okay, but the growth rate in terms of GDP for these countries are very meager, and India's GDP growth is above 6.8 and 7%. If the growth rate is in that line, okay, at the same time, growth rate of all those countries are also coming up. Okay, when all these five economies are growing up, okay, all other four economies at a slower speed, and India in the fifth position at a faster speed. Okay, how many years it may take to overcome and take over all those two economies like Japan and all, and this is what the World Bank is talking about, what the Reserve Bank of India is talking about, what all entrepreneurs are talking about today, and yes, of course, how the government of India is talking about transformation and radical change in the education system so that India can achieve, okay, that kind of projection at the same time, okay, the boosting of our own economy and making India self-reliant. Okay, this is our core objective out here. That is why, today when we organize this World Entrepreneurship Day, our basic purpose is how to groom more number of entrepreneurs and how to motivate more number of entrepreneurs. By the time you started sitting in this classroom, my dear young students of different departments, you have been listening to four successful entrepreneurs, and will be listening from two other already proven entrepreneurs sitting on this particular dais today. By now, you should yourself make ready in what direction I should make my own career, in what direction I should plan for my own progression for the rest of the day, okay, and for the rest of my career and life. That's very important. That is why in the previous function also I told to the students that you should come to the classroom with a mental makeup that is a minimum of 3 hours with full concentration. You have to sit here in this classroom. Okay, and if you do not have that kind of commitment and the courage, how are we all going to sail in this competitive world? Okay, and so my dear friends, this is very important. When we talk about transformation and change and bringing entrepreneurship, our life goal and life objective, what are the things we have to gather in mind, and what are the things we should observe from this particular university ecosystem itself? Now, how can entrepreneurship ideas can pick up by studying and roaming around in the street of the university and knocking the doors of each one of these faculty members' room? Today, I'll tell you, among the campuses all across the world and India, our university is also one of the most greenery campus. Okay, our campus is highly, nicely populated by a number of different kinds of trees. Okay, just imagine how many tons of tree leaves might be falling in a particular year on the ground. Okay, if all these leaves fallen on the ground are collected and it is composting in the university campus and converted into fertilizer, okay, and if it is selling in the market, what will be its impact? If this idea is picked up from the university campus, how this can be replicated to every locality and every district? Okay, and in what way the farmers and the horticulturists, okay, can be benefited out of that? University has installed large number of what we call as plastic bottle collection banks. Okay, how many of our students are putting plastic bottle on this plastic bottle banks? If some of you can take this initiative and start collecting these plastic bottles and converting it into something usable, okay, the idea should come up. If you start thinking in such a line that our university is full of grasses, today you cut the grass, after 15 days it would look like the university campus is not clean for the last 6 months. Okay, the grass growth in this university campus is so fast and excellent. You just imagine the soil quality of this campus. If some of you think about starting for collecting and cutting this grass and supplying it to the cattle farmers, okay, cattle farmhouse, you negotiate with them, that will be an income for the university, that will be a kind of entrepreneurial initiative for you. Today I tell you one story. South Asian Institute of Rural and Agricultural Management, we have hardly few students. Okay, they are opening one nursery farm out there in the university, in the institution's campus. They open one outlet at Thobal bus parking. On the first day, they sold more than 30,000 rupees nursery. In a drive of 7 days, they were selling in terms of lakhs of rupees. Hardly 15-20 students did it. Another story, they are growing this as a mushroom, hanging mushroom, putting wires and ropes on the wall. Okay, and they are supplying it with the brand name of South Asian Institute of Rural and Agricultural Management. If the composting work is collaborated with Department of Forestry and do this exercise, the brand image of the university. Okay, if you start getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and 10 of you dedicated in cleaning the university roads and lanes, okay, and for that purpose, okay, per month, if university is giving 1,000 rupees or some meager reward, okay, what kind of contribution is going to give to the university? And that kind of learning while studying, learning while studying, earning while studying, all these concepts are really coming up today. none of us are utilizing our 24 hours of the day effectively. Okay, out of this 24 hours, if we can dedicate 1 hour to 2 hours for such kind of purpose, okay, the amount of energy which is going to create in the university campus will be something that will be an exemplar for all other universities across the world. Okay, so we need to start thinking in that line. Our alumni, I'm really respecting and appreciating him, Mr. Anil, Singjamei 360 degree. Today, you see, it is a hit in the whole state. Why not, our students start, Manipur University Radio, just like what Diamond has been doing. Just like what Loktak has been doing. I inform, such kind of message to Department of Mass Communication, but they are not in a position to take up. Okay, Manipur University Radio is purely for academic discussions. Okay, all issues related to academics, all issues related to the budget, all issues related to growth and development, all issues related to economic policies. That's it. So such kind of things are really very, very important, and here we can start thinking on that line. Today, in these 22 hostels of the university campus, we have put remains where it is going. Even if we start making loans somewhere at a corner of the university for feeding these birds flying and nesting in the university campus, that can be something extraordinary, human touch. And who can do this? Only the students can do it. Understand? So you start thinking in that line. I tell you one story. Our Ria Tauran, our MBA student, COVID-19 has taught him a lesson, taught her a lesson. She was during that very complicated COVID time. She was the one who took the courage for supplying meals to these, what we call as COVID-19 quarantine centers. Today, the Ria Tao's, what we call as the bakery, and it is leading very well. You understand? The way she has done, the extraordinary work, tying up with the state government and supplying meals to all these quarantine centers across the Imphal East and Imphal West. You understand? So such kind of extraordinary minds should come from you while you are here in this institution for 2 years. You learn from our Raj Warrington. As a research scholar, what he's doing now. As an MBA student, what you can do. You start multiplying your thoughts. Open your ideas and minds. Okay, that is something very important. I tell you, on 13th of this coming September, Professor Unat Pandit, the Controller General of Department of Promotion of Industry and International Trade, he will be coming in our university. In a meeting in Delhi, he was talking about geographical indication, registrations, and the patents and the trademarks. And he told me during that interaction that all our indigenous musical instruments are not patented, then all these things will be losing to other institutions and what we call as universities and other states. Be careful. So he is coming and he just would like to interact with all our research scholars of this university. We have more than 1,074 total number of research scholars at the moment enrolled in this university. If all these research scholars can do this kind of exercise, okay, for patenting, okay, then this is going to generate lots of revenue for the state of Manipur. You start thinking, dear friends, in that line. It's very, very important. And here Our road is really endless for the human service as an institution, okay, as a department of management. And we have to travel longer, but our lifespan is very less. Okay, here is it, within this is a very short lifespan, what we can do for this institution, okay, what we can do for this particular economy, what can we do for the humanity, okay, how can we boost our economy, okay, let's start thinking on that line, and I hope all of you will join to that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Finger crossed. You have nailed it. Anyway, next, may I call upon our esteemed Professor Elangbam Nixon, respected finance officer, Manipur University, who is again a guest of honor to deliver. And to remind you, our sir is very, very important for us. Unless and until he makes the signature, nothing works. Yes. And another part is, thank you, sir. Thank you. Everything is under his control. And business is about money, you know. Sir will discuss.
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Vice-Chancellor, sir, Professor Lokendra Singh, Chief Guest of today's celebration of World Entrepreneurs Day, Guest of Honor, Chandbabu, Registrar Manipur University, Tamo Thangjam, Joykumar Singh. I am knowing Tamo since Joy Collection days, Joy Junction, Pauna Bazaar. And I happen to be a scholar of entrepreneurship. I took your interview. You gave around 6 hours of time at a small JK Enterprises room in ABC, nearby ABC, Godown. Roshini Kumar Yambem and Oja Prabhakar, Director, MIMS. Oja Memsa, Oja Ibohol, Oja Zibon, and many of the young students, scholars of MIMS as well as scholars of Manipur University. I was wondering on which topic, as I have been called as a guest honor, I was wondering on which topic I should speak, and my topic has been keeping on changing since many of the learned entrepreneurs and professors were talking, keeping on changing. Just a few words, because I don't want to take much time. Some topics which we have not yet come across for today. There are two theories. Entrepreneurs are made. Entrepreneurs are born. I don't believe in birth of entrepreneurs. I believe in, made. Manipur University is a place where we can make, mold entrepreneurs. Not only MIMS, there are few other departments like statistics. I came to know Ras Morantem is a scholar of statistics, Manipur University. So there are other few departments of Manipur University where entrepreneurs can be made, mold, and took them to the streets of Manipur, not only Manipur, but a country where we can start economic development. We all know entrepreneurs, there's two important things. One, solving unemployment. Number two is redistribution of wealth from the haves to the have-nots. And so as I believe in the theory of making entrepreneurs, I repeat, Manipur University can be a place where we can make, and teachers as well as administrators from Manipur University we are facilitating the students. We are providing that opportunity, the place where we mold the students in becoming the first generation entrepreneurs. Why I am saying first generation entrepreneurs is that second generation entrepreneurs, they have all the facilities in their family. They have the ladders to climb for becoming more successful in becoming greater entrepreneurs. But in case of first generation entrepreneurs, we need a platform. And Manipur University, as I am in the administration, Manipur University can facilitate in making new entrepreneurs. And in this regard, that time when I was doing research, there was one association called Manipur Abhiyan, All Manipur Entrepreneurs Association. I think that association is still surviving. And I think that forum can be used for more interaction of young entrepreneurs to make Manipur a Viksit Bharat by 2047. With this, I conclude, and I'm sure this celebration of World Entrepreneurs Day will give a long way in recognizing young entrepreneurs. I'm not saying young entrepreneurs because they are entrepreneurs of 30 years young age, 30 years old entrepreneurs. Here we are having in our midst, and students, particularly the MBA students, as well as BVOC students, because we have food technology, BVOC, MBOC students also. I think you can come up and become young as well as successful entrepreneurs, whereby you can give jobs. Not seek jobs, but give jobs. With this, thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, there is little changes as Honorable Vice-Chancellor is, is about to leave, but our students were making me one proposal that, sir, they want to have a group photograph with you. So will you be able to come, sir, again? Or how shall we arrange?
After your program, just you give me a call.
Yes, we will do that.
There will also be lunch.
That,
Please announce that there's lunch.
yes, I have already told you that there is a walking lunch for all of you, all the participants. So what we have, lunch is already waiting us. Okay, I know you must be hungry by this time, but that patience is very important. We are all learning together how we should be able to engage and encourage our entrepreneurs. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Now, may I call upon the chief guest of today's program, Professor and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University. Sir, it is all because of you, sir, your unable leadership that we are able to organize such a program, and we are looking more from you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please.
Professor L. Prabhakar, Director, MIMS Manipur University, and the President of today's celebration program of World Entrepreneurs Day, Professor Chandbabu, Registrar of the University, Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, Managing Director, Thangjam Agro Industries Limited, Professor Nixon, Finance Officer of the University, Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solution, my colleagues, Professor Memcha, Professor Ibohal, Professor Jivan, And most important, the invitees, we consider the precious young entrepreneurs of the state, Shri Marangthem Raj, Mr. Birbal Michel and Dr. Roshini, and a few of our students. They are students, and ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have listened to some very interesting and inspiring story of 6-7 of the young entrepreneurs of the state. I joined the entire management fraternity in congratulating you as well as in welcoming you in this program. Your story certainly must have inspired our young students. I was all the time watching your face, and I could see that you were thoroughly engrossed in the beautiful stories of today's guest. I wanted to tell you that there are certain areas in which the Manipuris have excelled and had achieved world-class status. All of you know that culture is one, and of course sports is also coming up. We have been thinking and we have been observing that people keep on talking about saying culture and sports keep, the image of our state in the global stage. But don't you think that culture at least has not been coming up as we had expected and as it should have come up in the last 2-3 decades, except that Nat Sankirtan has been recognized as the intangible world heritage by the UNESCO. I would like to appeal to all of you, particularly to the young and upcoming students, because we need people to think how this culture, particularly nowadays people are talking about culture economy. Roshini had talked about sports industry. Now, we should start interrogating, questioning very critically, not accepting as what people have said. There was a time in the 1960s when Manipuri dance was, many of the performers of Manipur used to travel abroad with one impresario, Miss Lightfoot, an Australian impresario. She had taken a team of 2-3 performers and traveled all across the globe, staying 3-4 weeks in Australia, sometime in Japan, sometime in England, West Europe. And that was the time when the, not only the image of the performing system of Manipur was recognized all over the world. It was published wide across the entire globe in many prestigious journals, and they had performed in many of the prestigious theatre of the world. Now after 60, 70 years, it should have gone up much higher. I have not come across any person, any visitors in the state, in the university, saying that Manipuri dance is boring. People always used to say, that's such a beautiful dance. I have seen this dance so many times. Still, it's all the time very refreshing. I want you to think, to reconsider, re-examine, revisit, how your mind can be applied. Not only in the larger interest of boosting up the image of Manipuri culture, but as a part of the developing cultural economy of the state, which is a trend coming up globally. Only few weeks back, I was reading a statement by Manu Bhaker, that 100-feet pistol shooter. She was saying that she was taking up this martial art, and it had helped her in building up not only physically but also mentally. And the Manipuri martial art is a time-tested, generation, century-tested system. It had withstood the existence of Manipuri community against all adversaries cutting across from the Burmese, many other ethnic groups, and so on and so forth. When a few visitors came from Thailand, they were interested that this martial art, it should be brought to some universities in Thailand. They are, when all those fighting scenes where sparks used to come out, they were absolutely excited. They thought that it was a real sword and, dagger fight. And now this is being taught in some other institutes and universities outside India also. Some very dedicated persons are popularizing this art. I had asked in the sports committee of the university also to write to the Association of Indian University to put Manipuri Thangta as an item for competition in Indian universities. Decision was taken. I do not know if the Assistant Director of Sports has already written. I had asked him quite some time back. And this is a real and aesthetic art which has got its own philosophical and practical utility aspects. Now that yoga has been popularized, even United Nations has used yoga as an International Yoga Day. Why don't some of our students start thinking and give your, intellect and your thinking mind in doing something for this? We have seen many of the promoters working in the last 2 decades, and maybe some of you can give new ideas and new inputs so that this could again be, used as a potential, instrument for boosting the state's economy. Third thing, for example, imagine there is a guy called Mr. Bobby, His house is very close to our university. He has won world championship 6 times. 6 times. It's not only 5 times, 6 times. Body culture, bodybuilding and physical culture is actually inbuilt in the Manipuri system. The kind of food that we take, lots of aquatic plants, lots of protein, rich protein fish. Maybe our body structure is so supple because when we were in the university and in the college, we normally find out that they go to gym very regularly to develop their muscle system and things like that. But the body was not as supple and a very flexible kind of a thing as the Manipuris. So I was always thinking right from those days that how come their body anatomy and their muscle system is so different from ours. So therefore, they have reached this stage, world class, they have reached the world class stage. And I think we must try to give some thought on such indigenous qualities which over centuries because of continuous system of improvement and incorporations of new ideas, new system, our elders, our ancestors have developed it, and now is the time in this globalized world with the help of internet and new technology, what we can do. Another is we have to use the burgeoning digital technology in order to highlight our ancient manuscripts. We must do something to digitize this, put it in the global, showrooms. Let the world realize the different ideas of how the Manipuris have developed their ideas on astrology, on astronomy, on martial art, on philosophy, on economy, on water management. Not entering into research kind of a thing, academic work, but Sarojnalini Parat had done it. She had published it, the Royal Chronicle. She had taken out a copy from the British Museum Library. In her translation of the Royal Chronicle, 50% is the original script, 50% is the translation. Now is the time for young scholars and young, academics on how to take it up. We must not use the system of distortions and cooking up ideas. In the last 1.5 years, I have seen so many ideas which have been cooked up and distorted and twisted, use the technology in order to befool the entire world. Of course, this will not last long, but nevertheless, we must get our ideas firmly established, firmly footed, and come out with facts and only facts, truth and only truth. With these few words, I want to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity to meet with you, talk to you, and interact with you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for enlightening us Yes. Now, on the series we have our very admirable sir, which sometimes I used to call very confusing, Tamo sometimes, sir again, whenever we talk, two times sir, and then I realized, oh, I should, and then sir again. Anyway, sir, it is a long term that we are together, and the brand that we know as Ligla, he is the man behind Ligla. And anyone who born in 1960s, and when they grown up, what we see as the first course is Ligla. Many fruit and the Ligla, these were very popular in our days, But now, as far as I have Googled it, what I found is you have started as early as 1983, and all kind of diversification and modification comes in 2010, 2011, 2013, 2016. This is what I found, Anyway, thank you very much for coming here and sharing with us. And this is your turn, sir. The mag is now ready, and I know everyone will all of us, let us clap for him, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, the organizer, for inviting me on this auspicious Entrepreneurs Day. Sometimes I always get confused what to start and what to speak. I just begin with the quote, Martin Luther. If you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. Where do you stand today? Can you just tell me, where do we stand today? We are crawling today. The last 15 months, we are crawling. Is it? But we are crawling with a positive mind. Positive mind that we'll fly one day. We'll fly one day. Maybe someone may take the first flight, or we may follow, but we'll fly. This is our positive thinking. We are in a very bad conditions of the COVID. We entrepreneurs who are in trade and commerce, fraternity, we are suffering since COVID. Of course, everyone in the state is suffering, but we are suffering more. The salaried people, I don't think they have much problem. Regularly they are getting salaries. But for us, we work, we get money. We don't work, we don't get money. But as an employer, we have to pay staff. That's the most crucial part for us now. Anyway, this is a story. Anyway, please don't be negative on that. We're just crawling, but one day we'll fly. So, the dignitaries on the dais, of course our Vice-Chancellor just left, the respected Vice-Chancellor, to his chief guest, Professor Chandbabu, Registrar of the University, and Elangbam, Professor Elangbam Nixon, Finance Officer MU, then Roshini Kumar, Yambem, MD Globizs, and of course Professor Prabhakar, Director of MIMS. All the faculty members of the university on MIMS, all the successful entrepreneurs sitting around here, invitees, all the students, and of course friends from media. First of all, my salute to everyone and greetings. You see, most of our students here, after your completions of your course, you will be MBA, a few months of so maybe master of any subject, but some of you may go for a job, you may get a chance to get a job in the campus itself, or you may take a in the corporate world or maybe in some other government job. But there is another opportunity which you can take up. There is entrepreneurship. You also can start as we did. When we started in 1991, I started Likla in 1991. That time I did not know about entrepreneurship. What entrepreneurs do? We don't know. We don't use the things. I just wanted industry, so we started. I started industry. So today, the term entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs has come up, and now it is considered. And today, the entrepreneurs are honored today. Today is a day when the entrepreneurs are honored and recognizing their contributions in the society in boosting the economy. I think that is all. So we must very lucky that we are today recognized by the United Nations. See, to become an entrepreneur, the quality you need is only skill and knowledge. If you have skill and knowledge, you can start. And of course, you have to motivate yourself. The successful entrepreneurs will inspire you and will motivate you. And if you have knowledge and skill enough, and if you motivate yourself, you can start anything, any damn thing in today's world. And I would like to congratulate the MIMS for producing very, very successful entrepreneurs, say Singjamei, who just started, and Ajit. I've heard about the Singjamei 360, but today we are meeting today. And of course, I have a long association with Mr. Krishnan of Nest Advertising, who is also a product of MIMS. And I'm in association with many MIMS products who are working in bank, net fee, and many things. We just associated with a small state, so we know each other, everyone. So we are working together closely. And Professor Jibon, I recently, just a few days back, we had a meeting. He said he's retiring next year. Is it? Is it so? Anna? Yes. No, I tell you, nobody is old today here in this room. Everyone is young. And he said he's starting in his second innings. So the day he starts second innings, he is a young man. Right? Today, I tell you something, my daughter is blessed with a daughter. I have my daughter-in-law, granddaughter of my daughter has married Beti Ma ban gayi. So this is my second innings as a grandfather. Is it? I'm young today? First day? Right? So anyway, entrepreneurs, so just to be successful entrepreneurs, I will just speak 2-3 minutes only because you are already tired because we have crossed to 2 hours. So first, forget about the contributions in the economic growth, that will come later. First, to be a successful entrepreneur, you must find out what is the demand and supply gap in the market. What is demanded in the market and what is supply line. Is there any gap? You have to find out. And the opportunity. Opportunity includes resources. I just set an example of Mr. Raj. He knew the demand for your bow and archer and all that, and he knew this opportunity. Understanding the gap, he took the opportunity and used the resources available in the state. So he worked out, and here now he is a successful entrepreneur today. So I said my own example. When we started our packaged drinking water, I was collecting information from the already who are in trade, who are selling. They said we just sell 100 packets a day, 200 packets a day, and 50 jars a day and all that. We just collected. We just work out. So suppose we can sell around 500 packets a day and 500 jars a day, it's okay, good enough. Setting on that, we started packaged drinking water with just 2,000 liters per hour capacity machines. Then the first month went well. Second month demand increased. And I never knew that there was a vacuum of demand of the packaged drinking water. The next month, I decided that I increase the capacity or I will install another machines. That time we had good knowledge about packaged drinking water. We have no knowledge. Just the learning. Then I call up the machine supplier. Fortunately, the machines, the mechanic was there in the state. In my factory, he was just setting up, making some machines and all. Then I need another machines and all that. Then he has agreed to supply the machines of bigger capacity. And slowly, we shift from 2,000 to 4,000, then 4,000 to 10,000. Then we extended another unit at, of course, we started at Simorong, where we started, at Nilkoti Food Park. Today, we are producing from 2,000 to 42,000 liters per hour capacity. This is how we change. And prospective entrepreneurs, don't worry. Don't puzzle your mind how we will change this and that. No. You will learn slowly. There will be a way out. Don't worry about it. You will learn slowly. There will be a way out and how to increase the capacity, how to speed up the production. Slowly you will learn. Don't worry. Be positive. Start your own, this enterprise. Whatever you produce, anything, maybe water, maybe foods, maybe like Raj has done, like Birbal has done, like Michelle has done, like Sundar has done. So you just start your own work. Slowly you will learn how to expand, then how to speed up. You will just find out ways to speed up the production. This is how we started. So suppose we have a production line in packaged water. It's a line. It's a teamwork. Initially, we employ around 15 to 16 people in running the machines from point to another point, starting to end. That time we were just learning. We thought we'll put more people and we'll produce more. But today, the same line, now it is operated by only 8 people, 8 staffs. That means we are faster in the production. We have, we have knowledge about it and how many workers are required in particular point. Then slowly we learn. Then again we are producing more. Those days with 15 people we are producing less. Today with 8-10 people we are producing more. Because we are learning. And every day we are learning. Even today also we are learning. We are discussing with my technical team how to make it again. Even yesterday also I was discussing with my this quality control team how to increase the purity. Suppose we put a small chamber, the contents of sand and carbonated, carbon contents will be less. So purifying water may be up to the mark. So we'll introduce more bigger one so that more sand contains and the carbon contents will be more so that the water will be more pure. That's what we learn. We discuss technically, of course, today is a day of science and technology. We have to use it. Of course, basically I'm a student of arts, but somehow we have to learn. Then you first find the gap, then opportunity, then you think of expansion, then automatically it will speed up and you will be successful entrepreneurs in whatever way you enter. Of course, we have challenges. Challenges are there. We can address the challenges in 3 ways: infrastructure, business policy or industrial policy, and finance. Finance, of course, is most important. Is lubricant. Without finance, you cannot do. I'll just clarify. Infrastructure, of course, road, bridge, connectivity, power. Today, Manipur is a much better condition. When we started, power was very bad. 10% was on power supply, 90% on diesel generator. We work. When we started. Today, we just work almost 90-95% on power, hardly 5-10% on diesel generator. We are working just for standby. And my present capacity cannot be run with diesel generator. It's not possible. We are using around 15 bottle blowing machines. So for that, we can, just not impossible. It's just next to impossible with the diesel generator. And again, coming to, of course, the infrastructure road is having connecting. It is better now today. Of course, there are some political and social issues. That is different thing. but physically this is much better than before. And air connectivity is much more before. When we were a student, we could not get a ticket up to Calcutta. And from Calcutta or Guwahati onwards, we used to travel by train or nothing. But today, my children, they never travel by train. Of course, connectivity is very good. Imphal, Delhi, there are 4 or 5 flights a day, much cheaper rate. If you travel by train also the same cost, if you travel by air also the same cost. So nowadays, this connectivity is much better. I think you said you're dispatching of goods through air cargo. Yeah, because connectivity is very good. Those days it was not there, but today is there. Of course, transportation cost may be flight charges much higher, but your product is high value product, so I think they can afford. But of course, packaged water and all that is not possible for air cargo. Anyway, then business policy. When we started, there was very, very limited policies. Today, you have a very good policy like startup. I think you get startup grant available. Then make it India and startup, ease of doing business. Then a lot of things. And one opportunity, one business policy which I enjoyed recently. You must have heard about my new project of Tetra Pak. This project was taken up under Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northern Region, under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Of course, the nodal agency in Manipur is Department of Horticulture. That MOMA, you must have heard about the Mission Organic Manipur agency. So they are the nodal agency. They have given 50% grant. Because of that scheme only, I took the decision to start this project. It's a very costly, very expensive project. And the challenges is also there, big challenges. Tetra Pak. In the market, there are already Maza is there, Fruti is there, Tropicana is there, the Real, then Dabur, what not. The same product segment. So I took the challenge, and of course we are doing pretty well. I thank my people of Manipur supporting our industry and buying our products, of course. Must thank. Then finance. Finance is the most important lubricant. But when we started, there was no financial corporations in a good number. Even the commercial bank were not very friendly with the young entrepreneurs. Of course, the problem of first generation entrepreneur is finance, getting loan from the bank. But the attitude of the bank has changed, commercial bank has changed now, today. They are always ready to support. But as a first customer, you cannot ask for crore rupees for loan. It's a simple example. When you ask your mother for 50 rupees, she will easily give you, oh, take it. If you ask for 1,000 rupees, at least she will ask, what for? Is not? If you ask your mother for 1,000 rupees, at least she will ask, what you used. But you ask for 50 rupees, 10 rupees, she won't ask you, just take it. Same way, the banker will not give you crores of rupees at the initial stage. You have to start with a small amount, small project, convince them, build trust. Then only there is no limit. Or we have financial corporations called NetFee and all that. They are investing in Manipur in crores, 100 crores of rupees. No limit. So these three challenges, infrastructure in a good, better way, better condition. Policies are very good, very friendly. Then finances, of course, they have changed the attitude. Commercial banks are ready to finance any unit. Of course, you have to start with your capacity, small thing. Do you know that my first loan from the bank was just 20,000 rupees? Just 20,000 rupees. But today, my exposures is quite good. I will not mention the figure. Quite big. I will not mention. I just about to mention the figure, but I think I should not mention the figure here. Anyway, we enjoyed that also. Sometimes we receive invitations from the banker on their particular day just to honor us because we are taking a lot of loan from them. Big amount. Anyway, once again, I thank you, MIMS and organizer, for inviting me to share my little experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. By now, I suppose we are very clear, how we can go along the journey of an entrepreneur. Without wasting much time, it's your turn. My friend, Shri Roshini Yambem, very charming personality. We have been together for long, and sometimes we appreciate him. We cherish the moment every time. And now may I call upon Shri Roshini Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solution Private Limited. Regarding him, I don't need to mention anything because you can just Google it and everything comes out.
Diversity according to their industry, according to the place where they are born, and what kind of the industry segment they have been into, and at what stage of the world they have started their business. And so it is always inspiring to be among the entrepreneurs, fraternity, and always get inspired, and we inspire and as well as get inspired. So today I won't talk about my story. I will just talk about a story just like our Shari Ball. So our Shari Ball's story about the deer and the lion. It is something I had heard in the year 2008. So when I came to one of the events like this at MIMS, it was organized in one of the place here in this corner, like a boardroom like that. We were 20-30 candidates were there participants. And Sir had spoken about the story about a deer and lion. And at that point of time, we were just starting. We were 2 people company. And that story has inspired me a lot, and I never forget. And as soon as I reach home, I tell this story to my wife, and she got inspired. That is the power of the story. Okay. So sometimes the people used to say that you are just one story away to transform your life. What you need in your life is just one story that can move you out of your comfort zone, and then you can become something else that you have been aspiring for the last many decades. So that is why there is a lot of power in the story. So today, whenever I listen to this story of the deer and the lion, I remember Saribol, and it becomes more like a signature story of Saribol. So in that same line, I'm also trying to create a signature story. So whenever someone listens to this story, someone has to remember me. But this story I had heard 10 years back from one of the spiritual guru called the Mahatriya from the Tamil Nadu. If you subscribe to the Mind Valley app, then it is there. He has a movement called the infinitism. That means the human's potential is infinite. So let me just tell you this story in Manipuri because it will be more interesting. Akoi wari si kai wari no hai kanda charang gi wari hai tare. So akoi mem charang si khangi no ko. Akoi kopai pai wa tin na mo lei. So that insect, dragonfly hai tare in this stuff. So charang se mana magi masa reproduction to buse kamain to ge hai kanda makhoi je frog tong na moi gi masa je ising da poe marum je ising da thamduini aduga masa wala khaduini hai tare. So basically charang gi masa jing ising da lei hai tar ko magi parents sing na kai da lei ba ko pai pa ga lei ba aduga actually magi masa jing je pura ising manung da hingba jiga insect ma khalam ne. So however insect is ising manung ji ado moi myam je lei duini ko magi particular certain period of time ma yau du ba. Then moi myam je sum lei ram ba gi moi community ji da gi ke do gi hai kan ji da sarang amamam je sum ising ma thak si da chung ka khat khar son halak ta bai ta. They never come back. Ko ka khat khani halaroi ka khat khani halaroi ko simai na sum to kan ji da sarang gi sai masa jing ji community ji moi da they are worried about ko Mukhogi community members in sum sab halakta ba hai tar ising mathak se sum ka halakta ba. So one day they assemble ko they convene a meeting aduga makhoi na khanei what is happening kai no mayam ni sum ka son halaktu si kai no se amata ju halo kanam ta halakta ba charang ma sa jing si aduga makhoi mayam se yamon na khana ra kan da they have taken a decision and a resolution. Makhoi myam ji gi mark gi representative on khalaje na khanare aduga moi ngena mo da task am assign to hai tar hai ba task ke no hai kan sida nahak su amuk tang ising ji mathak ta kahalo surface of the water sida aduga kari leige sem thing jing musin kari no khoi gi member mayam sina khoi gi community gi dalai member mayam ji sum chakra chakra am ta halakti ji kai nu sin ising ji da am ta ka halakti ji kai no si jen nang gi na thau je you have to find out what is there above this water go aduga your responsibility is you have to come back na halakadau na mayam no sum chakra chakra halakta dia da na halakadau ni aduga akhoi mayam da idang gi experience to akhoi lei community ji da tambi gadau ni nang na wari li gadau ni so that we also understand what is there above this water simaina haga resolution ji lower ganda sai charang sa ji moi gi mayam du representative hai tare ma je with a full of responsibility go ma je ising ji iro ka khale hai tar for the first time in his life ma ising ji gi makok si talau likhat kan ji da a completely different world khang hang ui hai tar bright sky ga lei dana sunlight kai ji ma u poti na ngai ko simain to lem ba si da ma je sum yengi ising mathak si da khoi tharo thambal myam ju tho ho hai tar ada khoi gi tharo gi manabu ising da taw ho du ko simain ho bu manang thok ta ma je ka khat le ka khat la ga tharo mana ji gi mathak si da ngak tang sma ji pura he was in pura ke ho hai tar ma pura surprise ne ko ma ji kai no di ma na amuk ta u ji ba wolong khang ma na u ru le mathak si ka khat la ga then he was mesmerized then he was thinking kayu sidi akhoi lei du na kari sina kari ga na ma jung aur lei hai tar simai nang hang aur ga min tranga kun sum lei ngai sida nung sa ji sum sa ni na sum nung sa ji sa ga la gan da mai ngai sai cholam ma sa ji sum tam sum kang re sum kang ha gan ji da suddenly ge do ke hai ka mai masa ni je yo ji ma khang ai tar mai masa ni ji man phalo khapu gan da ma ji khitang ga bai khat pai tar ko ai sidi ke nom ni ne ga ma ji khalli adai man masani je ongka kala khapu sana dai mai pai gre sum ko ising mathak tu tharo gi mana mathak tu leram bode ma pai khale hai tar adai di nuai woi kai woi sum khap sana dai sum wang sum pai khat ki ma ko pai le hai tar mathak sida ma ji sig experience mo da du gi matik nuai re ma se ko adai di ma sing hang bini kun tha ji pra koi na koi chat na le hai tar re adai di mini kun tha ong ko pai ro ka ma ji sadali thani ning sang e kai sang ke da ngasai gi moi community member me am dona low you resolution do you have to come back aduga nang na thengnari experience do you have to tell to us how what is ma kan ning sang e si je ma ning sang ko mi kup to da ma se hash sidi ai akhoi gi mayam du gi marak ta ai so muk chat laga makhoi mayam du da ai wari ji liu da ya de na si gi experience mayam je smaina to bo walam lei ji liu ge na ma se ising ji da yung na pai thare hai tare ma se yung pai thar ma ising nu ju pai shan ye da wa pai shan ni swa ya de tao le lai tai ising da ge tao le lai tai mai ma khong jo dum ko then he could never enter for his entire life amon na hai be ising gi ma nu ju sang ji swa de sometimes he feels bad maram di ma khoi me am na mo da sinar pa yam saw responsibility ka mana pangthok pa ngam da moi da hai ba ngam da mana di khang wa adu hai ba ngam da ko then he don't have any other option ko mana to bungam babu kai no mana ke dawi sing ji gi ma pa khara nemlap na ko pai sanai hai ta mana so that magi fellow community member me am dun sing nung da gi ong tang yen khalak ko ma ji ong tang uraga di hai dana ma khoi do warning bhai ta manu warning ji kai no hai kan ji da yes noi na sing nung da lei do we all have the wings ko adu ising manung da dum le ga di khoi ma sa di pai di ya di hai ta so let us come off ko si mathak si tong kan ka khlo no me am su ai ni pai si mai tong pai min je hai si mana chin na hai di ya drum ni na he keep on flying every day he keep on flying ko ma sai ising ji mathak ta hai ta that is the story of that charang hey ko sigi wari si am na ai sai tarang na mang da ta gi kan da it was very fascinating and it is the story of life and it is the story of entrepreneur ha kai no hai kan si da fast akoi ju ising nung da lei ba ngasai gi charang ni ma sa gu mun hai ta ho We don't know we have wings. We can really fly. But that becomes our comfort zone. Quite faster, what we need is, we need a desire to move out of this comfort zone. What is there on the other side of the world? Curiosity, once we have this desire, you start moving. We need a lot of courage. It is an unknown territory now. So we need courage to face those uncertainty. Once we move into this new world, we came to realize that, oh, we had wings. Entrepreneur I goals are big na music, you know, kind of power upon the Michel Europe on a head. Madam, the Queen Hawk, the Queen Uzari, Lupa, and Nita, and I'm sorry, I'm Kalai, a question or red vina. At a certain point of time, I used to ask myself, why did I put my goal so small? I want to learn potential though. I know Uzar, I came to realize that I could have done much more. I was up with the power ego. So, how to mind na realize story. Journeys, new comfort zone to another world to the Sangaganda. Then that become that new world to the Aganda, that become our new identity. No. Once again new identity is like you can never go back to your old identity. I say Roshini Kumar. We have to be transformed. That journey is called personal transformation. So once transformed, I cannot go back to that originality. But I became a better version of myself. And so, in short, the journey of the entrepreneurship is about the personal transformation journey now. If we don't transform ourselves, then we will be just like 20 years back. The moment I transform myself, then already I business to transform to. I business transform to society transform to. Then blah blah. So from this story, I have learned that we need to have a strong desire to explore those uncertainty and the unknown area. Then once we started stepping our first step, we need a lot of courage to face those uncertainty. Once we move into this new zone or the new realm of life, then you realize that you have a new identity. You have much more power within you than you had imagined in your life. Once you started exercising those new identity and those potentials, then you fly. Then at that moment, what you can do is, you just have to inspire your fellow other beings to fly like you. That is what we are celebrating today. That is the World Entrepreneurs Day. Thank you all. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roshini Kumar. It's very inspirational. Now may I call up the president of today's celebration, Professor L. Prabhakar, our adorable director, Manipur Institute of Management Studies, to be on the dais and share your opinion. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kishorjit. Good afternoon to all of you. Dignitaries on the dais. Today's chief guest, Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University. He already left because of his hectic schedule. The guest of honor, Professor A.W. Chandbabu Singh, Registrar, Manipur University. Professor Elangbam Nixon, Finance Officer, Manipur University. Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, Managing Director, Thangjam Agro Industries Private Limited, Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solutions Private Limited, and special invitees, Shri Wairangthim Singh, Proprietor, Shri House, Manipur, Mr. Birbal Singhambam, Founder, Tariat Food Private Limited, Ms. Michelle Salam, Michelle Bakery, Dr. Asam Sundari Green Biotech Private Limited, and my senior faculty members, Professor Madam Memsa, Professor C.S. Bol Maite, Professor Jivan Kumar Sharma, and my colleague S. Kishorjit, Govind, Nelson, Chetna, Hiras, and my colleague from other university, Manipur Technical Universities, and from other departments, and my dear students from other departments. And I welcome to this World Entrepreneurship Day organized by MIMS along with Swavalambi, Bharat, Abhiyan, Manipur sector. Actually, the Manipur University gives us the responsibility to organize this World Entrepreneurship Day on this 21st August 2024. And the last 3-4 days we are working hard to organize this World Entrepreneurship Day, and all the faculty members are taking pain to connect with all the entrepreneurs of Manipur to be present in this World Entrepreneurship Day. So I first congratulate our MIMS faculty to organize such a wonderful World Entrepreneurship Day. But I should not forget our students and other students from the other departments for your kind cooperation in making this World Entrepreneurship Day celebration a grand success. But I'm very disappointed when I see some of the department is observing World Entrepreneurship Day in Manipur University. Actually, Manipur University entrusted our MIMS to organize this World Entrepreneurship Day. But it should not be organized by other departments. If they want to organize, we should organize together. So I would like to bring this kind attention to the authorities of this university. So it should not be done by other universities department. Okay, anyway, as our professor Sibol Maite already mentioned, the theme of World Entrepreneurship Day 2024, that is achieving the Sustainable Development Goals through fostering innovation and economic growth. So from this theme, we notice two words, innovation and economic growth. Innovation is always considered as one of the most important parameters when we want to become an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs are those innovators. Without any innovation, no entrepreneurs. So I would like to quote one saying by our late President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, quote, "Learning gives creativity, creativity leads to thinking, thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great," unquote. Means to become an entrepreneur, we have to come out with some new concept, new ideas that we have to create. We have to create some ideas. We may be from different fields, but when I do something, whatever I am doing may not be related to what I am learning from my colleagues, from my masters. So it may be totally a different way. Example is Dr. Asin Sundari. She left the job and she started a new venture which is totally unrelated to her profession. So that means that we should have some creativity and we have to get some, say, innovative ideas. Everyone is having some creative ideas, but some are not using his creative idea. Somebody is utilizing his creative ideas. Whenever we work, say as a teachers, we teach the students the style of teaching by the different professors. Teachers are different. And we use our own creative ideas, own ideas to disseminate the knowledge what we have. So that means that we are using our own creative ideas. Means people should not use your creative ideas. You have to implement your creative idea. Then only we will be an entrepreneurs. If somebody use your creative ideas, then you will be working under him only here. So, means whenever we try to do something, we have to do differently that is taught in management here. So, that is why Manipur University, particularly Manipur Institute of Management Study, is one of the biggest entrepreneurs, producing many entrepreneurs. You are the product of our institution. So one day you may become one of the biggest, one of the famous, one of the celebrity. So you have to do something with the knowledge you have from this institution here. So knowledge is very, very important. You have different knowledge, then you have to apply it. So whenever you work, whenever you do, you have to work with joy. When we work here, we are not forced to do, or we are not forced to teach you. We teach you with joy. Whenever you work, do with joy here. Say, for example, I do sometimes my things. I do sometimes prepare myself the desktop, this almirah. I work with joy till early morning till evening. I forgot to take lunch also because I work with joy. Like that, whenever we do something, we should work with joy. Then only we can do or we can get our goals. So when we want to become an entrepreneur, so voluntarily or voluntarism is also another important parameters here. Since time immemorial, our forefathers doing the business. Actually, the word entrepreneurs comes very late. We don't know the actual meaning of the entrepreneurs in Manipuri. Okay. But without knowing that word, without knowing that concept, our forefathers did their business. They survive. They use their own concept. But nowadays we have technology. You see Amazon, how Amazon comes up. Even purchasing a toothpaste, so for example, Sarki Soji is purchasing a toothpaste from Amazon. Instead of going to the shop for purchasing. I asked one day, why you are purchasing? He said that, why should I go to the shop? They will come and give me the product. You see the concept here. Amazon was started like that. I want to purchase a kg of potato. Why should I go to the shop? Start one platform where you can order the potato. Let them come with the potato in your doorstep. Start thinking like this, just like Food Wi-Fi is doing by our Biki-san. Why should I go to the market? Going to the market is sacrificing some value, isn't it? Suppose if I have to go to the bazaar, I need to spend 1 liter of diesel or petrol, 20 rupees of parking. 20 rupees of parking, and I have to pay 50 rupees for potato 1 kg, okay? How much I spend? 70 rupees, isn't it? If I order through social media or social platform like Amazon, then 20 rupees, at least 20 rupees is saved, minus some charges for using the internet this. So that means that somebody can start any type of business by using the technology here, because technology is in our hand here. Everyone is having 1 or 2 mobiles in your hand. We can do many things. So, Manipur University, means MIMS, introduced this concept. That is why, to expand this concept to the all fraternity of this Manipur University, we opened one CBCS paper that is known as the Entrepreneurship Development, that can be opted by the students of the other departments, so that they can understand what is the concept of this entrepreneurship development here. We have another paper, that communication skill and personality development, that is also very important, because communication is very, very important when we want to do some business here. Whether it may be in English, Hindi, Manipuri, whatever it may be, but we want to communicate what do you want to communicate. That is very important. So for that, we have eminent professors who can teach this communication skill and personality development and entrepreneurship development here. So in this way, we are trying to produce entrepreneurs, particularly in our Manipur state, by our institutions here. So that is why, after passing out from this institution, don't wait for the government job here. Okay, government job is very, very secure. As Tamu mentioned about our salary during the COVID time, we get a salary. We are enjoying without teaching anything. That is the beauty of our government job. But everyone will not get the chance of getting the professor in Manipur University. Nowadays it is very, very difficult. We were very lucky. But we have to work hard. Suppose if you want to become a teacher, you have to work hard. If you want to become an entrepreneur also, you have to work hard. You have to face the challenges. You have to find an opportunity. So that's why I remember a word that is fail, quote by APJ Abdul Kalam. First attempt in learning. Fail means first attempt in learning. We maybe fail in the first attempt, but don't say. If you say no, no means what? Next opportunity. He said like this. If you say no, no means I have next opportunity. So we have to think in this way. So many of our faculty members, entrepreneurs already mentioned about the things. So I will not take much time because we are hungry. Hungry man is angry man. So I can't stand more here because last 1 month I'm suffering from unknown disease. I don't know what to say. I'm managing somehow standing in front of you because of our dedicated team faculty members. Because of them I'm standing here. Otherwise I may be hospitalized somewhere in Caesar or Babina Hospital. Thank you very much for sitting here for nearly 3 hours. Okay, that might be the last, maybe the first longest day in the function. Okay, thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. When you say something, we get more energy. I don't know, like somehow. That is why I used to say, adorable, very adorable, in spite of the fact that he is unwell physically. He's supporting, mentally, physically, in all the programs and all the works of our institution. That is the beauty of his leadership. Anyway, now is the last coming, everyone. I could now see the smile in your face because this is vote of thanks by convener Dr. S. Kishorji. So without saying anything, anyway, now on behalf of the organizing committee of today's World Entrepreneurship Day celebration, 21st August 2024, I would like to thank to all the special invitees on the dais, the chief guest of today's program, Professor and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Manipur University, and all the guests of honors, Professor W. Chandbabu Singh, Registrar, Manipur University, Professor Elangbam Nixon Singh, beloved Finance Officer, Manipur University, our very admirable Sir Shri Thangjam Joykumar Singh, Managing Director, Thangjam Agro Industries Private Limited, our beloved friend, Shri Roshini Kumar Yambem, Managing Director, Globizs Web Solution Private Limited, our again adorable President of today's function, Professor Prabhakar, Director, Manipur Show Management Studies, Manipur University, our very special invitees, entrepreneurs, Shri Raj Noyantham, Mr. Birbal, Ms. Michal, Dr. Sundari. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time together. And I suppose this is very important from your part also. We have to build a very good relation unless and until there is an academia-industry relationship, we will not be able to grow. More than this, how we could make this program very successful is unpresent heroes. There are so many people, my friends, my colleagues, who are, behind the screen, but all of their work is very, very important, and they are the one who could make the program very, very successful. Also, we have our senior faculty colleagues, Madam Memcha, Professor Memcha, Sir Ibhol, our Sir Joykumar. Then I have my friends, Govind, Nelson, then Madam Chetna, then who all are there? Anyone? But unseen, I may miss out some of you, Gogo, and then Nirmal. So many, all the research scholar, all the way attending the program. Your presence make today's program very, very successful. Sometimes, how much your dedication is, you will feel it. Once you left this institution, your day will start. The count will start. And now is the time where we have to learn together. As I told you, why we are together is we are delaying your failures. And how you can become an entrepreneur is when you wet your feet. You have to wet yourself. Entrepreneur is not theory. How much we say, unless and until you practice, you will never become an entrepreneur. This is what I learned. Thank you very much. And my friend Ajit, who has made the total coverage. Anybody left also, please don't mind. But everything is good. Lunch is waiting for us. Let us proceed for the lunch now. Thank you.